ones are... Good evening, PLW Nation. We're going into our 10th week here, Premier League Wiffle, and it's Monday night, and we got a Royal Rumble. Let me tell you, the Vaderz are coming in to the One's house. The Vaderz behind Billy Santiwan's pitching and Ethan Ibarra's hitting. They did stumble a little bit, exposing themselves against, here we have the Ones. Power rankings number 1 preseason, still atop the power rankings right now. Each team has a full squad, and they're going to go after each other. These are the 1 and 2 teams. I am Trent Picone here with my main man, Chad Sparkle Phillips, right here, Hideaway Field. I know you're as excited as I am, Chad. A lot of people circled this one a few weeks ago. Big-time teams, 1 and 2, going at it. How do you feel?
If I have no idea who's going to win tonight, Trench. Both teams ready to go. Both teams had great batting practices here to start. Ibarra hit about 10 miles over the fence, and we'll see who they're going to pitch, and it's going to be Chen against Santiwan, but it's going to come down to those second 2 games tonight, Trench.
Yeah, Billy Santiwan, of course, lights out as always. It's going to be, can the second and third game be with Tanner in there, Kenny Santiwan, can they get the job done? We know Billy could get the job done, but those second and third guys are going to have to pull through. I think on each side it's going to come down who could get elevation on the ball tonight. It looks like we got a little bit of tier 2 winds blowing out, probably 8 to 12 miles per hour, so a ball that was not going to be a home run 20 feet in is now going to be 30 feet out. What do you think about the conditions we're playing in tonight?
Yeah, get them early, because we know that these conditions can calm down as we roll through the evening and as the sun sets. Best 2 aces on the mound here for game 1, so we could have a really low-scoring night even with these wins here. 2 very strong defensive teams, probably the 2 best defensive teams in the league. The Ones are pretty much unarguably the best defensive team in the league. They just have a stud in every spot. Spurrier getting healthier out there now. Looks like he's back to, hey, we're going to call it 80% now. He said 70 last week. He's got that brace off now. He's just wearing a protection sleeve, and I think he's took a lot of crap this week in the chats about his defense. He thinks he's Gold Glove worthy, and we're telling him no chance. We'll see if he can step up tonight. He's going to be playing shortstop all night long against a hard-hitting Vaderz team.
Yeah, I want to talk about Ryan Chen right now. We really haven't talked about his pitching stats and whatnot, but he's a Cy Young type of guy out there, pitching lights out. I think we just get lost behind the aura of the Ones and the Chain Gang, AK Adam Couts, AK-47, Goots, Dobbs, all those guys, Schmitty. He's lights out up there on the bump.
Man, he's one of the premier 3-way players in this league. He doesn't always defend until it's a big spot in the game and the game's on the line, and then you always see him out there playing third base or second base. His height is incredible, and his ability to get to the ground quickly is impressive with his height, and obviously his pitching, and he's already a batting champion and home run champion, batting champion,
he's got some hardware on his mantle as well. They've won a championship. They also brought in Spencer Barrick, a defensive specialist. Let's go over that lineup for the Vaderz right now.
Ethan Ibarra is going to be leading off, playing shortstop, MVP leader currently. Gio Battistoni, we've been really picking it up lately. A power hitting lefty, been crushing the ball. Kyle Eder, also with an ankle injury earlier in the season, getting healthier, looking really good right now. Rookie of the year favorite. Tanner Roundy. This team kind of revolves around him. When Tanner's going, it's really tough to beat the Vaderz. Alec Hutt, offensive monster, jumping in there, putting Stepna to the bench a couple weeks ago. And then we got Billy Santiwan, who's put himself down in the 6-hole. Great 6-hitter. I think we're ready to go there, guys.
Yeah, let's do it. We're looking at the umpires right now. Tom Gannon, Mr. Dr. Winkley, has done the 2 words that we love hearing best. Play ball! Here's Ethan Ibarra, immediately taking a pitch from Chen. He goes left side right to AK. He's got some super glue on those hands, makes a good play. Bang. 1 out early. And it's always great to get that first power hitter out of the lineup early.
There's been a lot of talk this week in the chats, Trench. I'm going to mention again, I referenced to earlier about defense and who's worthy of these Gold Gloves out here, because there's 25 guys who could put their name in that hat probably right now. And these Ones guys, we give them, we can't beat them on the field necessarily, so we got to give them extra stuff in the chat. And Couts is one of the leaders there, and he's going to really try and step up. Him and Spurrier, a really tough combo to get the ball passed on the ground.
Yeah, that infield is looking really locked down as Gio goes right side once again to AK. Should be an easy play for out number 2, and he's 2 for 2 on outs.
Yeah, I don't know why we're hyping these guys up in the chats, because I could see these 2 making every single play on any ball that's basically hit tonight.
Don't forget, get your wiffle ball points in right now. It is pretty locked even. We have 84,000 on the ones, 80,000 on the Vaderz. I think that the ones are just going to be a little bit deeper in their pitching and their bullpen more than the Vaderz, but we're going to have to see.
I could see the Vaderz feasting off of Good out there tonight. I'm not sure that this is a good matchup for Good. AK obviously is effective pretty much automatically, and they got Schmitty, and he throws that hard, heavy ball, which is tough to drive. So we'll see if they go with those three guys tonight and not Good, as Chen pours a strike in there on 2-1.
You know what I'm seeing, Sparkles? I'm seeing that eye of the tiger look from Ryan Chen, and when he has that little, focused face, he means business.
Eder fights one off. Always a tough out up here. He's really trying to work on that approach lately. It's just a different approach than baseball. Some of these guys come into this league pretty set in their ways, and it's just not the most effective strategy. They have to, continue to get reps to start to develop the wiffle ball talents. It's a lot harder to do than you think.
Yeah. Kyle Eder takes a 2-2, and AK is going to make
Looking
all
for the
three
hat
of these
trick.
plays, and he does.
Oof, little low there. Got it in there. 4-4-6. 3 outs. 3 assists for Couts.
That's a great beginning for Ryan and Chen and the ones. Let's look at that ones lineup that'll be batting right now.
We got Spurrier leading off, and he's starting to get healthier, as I said. Let's look for him to have a good night getting on base in front of Adam Couts, who's switch-hitting monster up there. He does have a 3-run home run off Santiwan in their first series. He's looking to get another one off him tonight. Chen in the 3-hole, super dangerous. Austin Bull back in the lineup after missing last week. He can pretty much hit anything hard. Adrian Gutierrez down in the 5-hole. Manager Scottez Dobbins in the 6-hole. 4 subs down in there. Look for Schmitty to get some at-bats tonight. Schmitty's kind of an all-or-nothing kind of guy. You only need to see him bat a couple times sometimes, Trench, to realize, nah, not tonight.
Yeah.
Or, oh my gosh, he looks really good and he's in there. So we'll see what kind of Schmitty we get at the plate tonight. Barrick, pretty much a defensive specialist. They like to add him in late in the games when they get their leads. Llewellyn hasn't really played very much this season. Applezoller hit a home run a couple weeks ago and got on the board there. He's got a few hits this season.
And then Cody Schmidt down there as well. 250 viewers early as we go into the bottom of the first. I'd expect 500 or 600 tonight as the top 2 teams duking it out. There's Spur taking a swing and a miss. It's going to be an 0-2 count here in the Premier League Wiffle. We do start with 1 strike.
I think those wiffle point bets are still up there, so you can still get a bet in here as it's 0-0 bottom first. We'll close that line soon when there's actually a situation that's opened up here. But you can still get those points in. You're getting about plus 170-ish on the Vaderz right now, minus 170 on the ones on your points.
And remember, the ones didn't play last Monday as we were winded out. A big storm came through them, and the Bombers had to be postponed. So it's been about 2 weeks since they've had any wiffle ball action. Let's see if that goes into anything that they got going. But I feel like they're going to be able to play as AK. Somebody's got to call it, and it's going to be Tanner out there in center field.
Speaking of Gold Glove candidates, that man kind of got robbed of one, I feel, back in the fall. He had a monster season in the field and kind of got overlooked for a Gold Glove, I feel. And he's had another really strong season in the outfield. He pretty much gets to everything. Plus, he's got those really long arms and tall frame, so he can take some home runs away out there and right.
Yeah, we're all pretty excited to see how the ones are going to be able to go against Billy's knuckleball, as nobody's been able to hit him at all this year.
Yeah, the first time these guys played, Billy gave up a 3-run home run to Couts. He came in relief in game 1, I believe. This was early in the season, and he gave up a 3-run home run right away.
Yeah, we're going to go right into the top of the second, Chad. And the top of the second is brought to you by Leilani Acuna, the official realtor of PLW. Whether you're buying or selling a home, you now have a realtor trusted by PLW players and family. You can connect with Leilani on Instagram. Look at Leilani and that smile, cheek to cheek. Love having her around. That's the woman, wife, girlfriend, partner of Nick Davila, the owner, manager, player.
Davila.
That's what I said.
Davila.
This isn't a spelling bee, Chad, but you did good.
So as I was saying, as he gave up that 3-run home run to Couts in the early game, then he came in and started game 2 and threw a shutout. So he was extremely effective once he got it going. Sometimes it takes him a minute to get that knuckleball right, but once it is right, it's extremely hard to square up and actually hit hard.
You know, I was saying earlier in the broadcast, I think it's going to be about who can get the ball in the air, as we have a lot of Tier 2 wins out there. If it catches that little jet stream, it's going to go for a ride. Remember last week, Tanner hit a couple opposite field home runs to right center as he goes right after Chen. And Chen doesn't like that. Goots with the throw. In time, under 5 seconds. And there's Gannon punching him out.
Umpires tonight, Tom Gannon down the first base line. We got Max Fernandez down the third base line. And we got Mr. Greg Kelly himself up here on the stop clock you're watching on your screen, looking down that third base line.
It's nice having such a stellar crew. Want to thank Tim Riley in the dungeon, as well as takes a swing and a miss right there. Who do we got? Tim Riley, and who else down there?
Jesse Caps down there. And then we got, obviously, Mr. Trevor Bauer, the Skycam extraordinaire. Me, myself, Chad Phillips, and Trench Pacone up here in the booth. Those wiffle points are still open. It looks like the line has moved to about plus 155 now.
Good pitch by Chen. Swing and a miss. Goes down. Strike number 3.
Well, we're 8 batters in, and we have no base runners still. Both pitchers seem to be locked in early.
Yeah, Billy Santiwan in the box right now. And this guy is just a singles machine, Billy. Goes right after Chen.
Ooh, that ball just hung up there for Chen easily. Just walked right through it.
Yeah, 2 easy innings for Ryan Chen as they're going to get their shot, as it looks like Austin Bird Bull will be up to bat right now. And don't judge a book by its cover. Bird Bull, he's nasty in the box. He makes contact. He hits the ball hard. This dude likes to swing. I think he only walked 1 time last year total. But he makes great contact, and he's a good addition for the ones.
Yeah, he's a great addition. He's really shaping up his attitude and his game and his focus and his work ethic out here. And he hits the ball hard. Don't try and miss off the outside corner by 4 or 6 inches against him. He'll just reach out there and hammer it. And he doesn't really have. He's got a couple of holes in his swing for sure, but he can pretty much hit any pitch hard that's anywhere.
Even if when he gets jammed, he has enough power to get it out there as Bird steps into the box against Billy. And this is going to go deep. But it's going to go to Tanner, and it's gone.
There it
Bird,
is.
1 pitch, 1 home run. And that bird was flying like a peregrine falcon out there, dive bombing into the Garden of Serenity. And he doesn't have the best home run trot. But let me tell you, the chain gang is out here. Look at this. They're going to anoint him.
What did I just say, Trench? Don't try and miss 4 inches off the outside corner against him. He'll just reach out there and hammer it. And I believe that pitch, as we saw it one more time here, that was actually on the corner, so he handled it pretty easily and just drove it the other way. Really good piece of hitting. 1-0, ones, bottom 2.
Yeah, and that's nothing for Billy. He gave up a single shot last series, came back, I believe, won the game. So
this is the ones, though, Trench. We got a little different club here tonight.
I'm not.
We're gonna have to
saying
stay close.
I feel you.
56, tough one against Billy, and it's going to go to 3-1 against Goot. Billy doesn't walk many guys. He's definitely coming with a strike here. Good look for Goot to be swinging. Oh, it's low, though.
I think it's 3-1 now.
Okay, yeah. I think that's right.
This is a big pitch right here. Billy, one of the fastest slingers in the league. He would have loved to see a ball in play right there, as he hates to just keep on pitching in a full count.
You can see how hard it is to square that pitch up, Trench. They're just kind of fluffing him off, and they're not really making any good contact. That's some decent contact.
It's going to go deep. And it's
gone!
Back to back home runs, both opposite field, and I feel like the ones are all over Billy right now. That's the first time this season he's given up 2 home runs like that, as the chain gang once again comes out there to anoint Goots. They're super pumped up about that.
I think the ones have found a little wind alley here as well. That ball carried very well out to right center. They look to go the other way for these righties. That's how you get the hits. It's tough to pull the ball through the wind, but it's easy to kind of push it that way with it.
Here comes Scottez Dobbins, as he's got that green hula hoop around his neck.
You can see how important it is to get to that 3-1 and 3-2 count, too, and he has to come with a strike, and Dobbins doing the same hard work here, getting up 2-1. Let's see if Billy just throws him one right now. There it is. Dobbins swings through it, though. 2-2. Oh, the knuckleball, it's down and away, and Dobbins finds the 3-2 count. Billy gonna throw a strike. Dobbins ready to swing.
Oh my, I thought that was outside from up here.
It looked like it could have been high, too. Let's check out that.
Look at Gannon punching Dobbs out.
Oh, what a tough pitch there. Not a lot Dobbins can do with that. Just tip his cap. First out of the inning, though. Back to the top of the order, and Justin Spurrier.
We got a poll up right now. Oh, no. That's just the prediction.
It looks like the same. Oh, yeah. That's the predictions. Yeah, bet's still open. Bet's still open.
No,
looks like,
they got to close that.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, they do.
They're closed.
Oh, they are closed. Okay, it's hard to tell from here.
2-2 count to Jay Spur. Good eye right there as that ball's in the turf. It's going to fill up the count. This is the most full counts I've seen out of Billy in the second inning that I have.
And Spurrier hits one hard. It finds the wall for a triple.
You know, we've mentioned before that as the warmer weather approaches, that knuckleball might not have the ability to move as much as it was. What are you seeing from Billy right now, Chad?
I just seeing him struggle and throwing strikes. He doesn't get down in the count like this as much. He's just laying 3-2 balls in there when, you know, he doesn't want to walk these guys, so he's got to work and get ahead here. And again, ball one to the most dangerous hitter on this team. 57, it's hot. He's
TikTok. We'll take care of TikTok between innings.
54 miles per hour does find the zone. It's 2-2. Couch
AK.
fists it. Not going to tag up there against Tanner, who's got a good arm, and Spurrier's still only 80% with that leg. He didn't even really make an effort. You can come 3-4 steps down to that line you see halfway down the line. It's actually 18 feet from third, and you can bluff.
Good pitch by Santiwan. Comes in at 59 outside corner as Ryan Chen swinging and missing on that one.
If you do cross that bluff line, though, Trench, when you're coming, you are committed to the plate and cannot go back.
Sussy Gamer Girl. She's doing some recon for us out there on TikTok. How do you like that? Chen takes a cut right there. Count remains 2-2. Nasty pitch, but comes in at 59. It's going to fill up the count once again, Chad, and they can't afford to have Billy off the mound. And Chen goes deep. Kyle Etter there, 2-run shot, and right now, Billy Santiwan is getting lit up.
So that's what Chen didn't understand a few months ago, and I think he swings at that 59-mile-an-hour pitch a few months ago, and he doesn't quite put as good a swing off that, but he takes it, he makes Billy take something off, and he gets a pitch that he can handle and crushes it over the Tarantino sign and gives the Ones a 4-0 lead.
It's not working. Okay.
Back to Bird, who started this inning off with a solo home run.
Yeah, Bird, Goots, Chen, all over Billy Santiwan right now, and he looks a little bit flustered out there on the mound.
Bird, no, there.
Yeah, and you could tell he's a little bit heated on that one as he drops in an 84-mile-an-hour missile.
Bird gets a little tip. It's going to stay 1-2.
And Evan Shield into the chat is saying there might be an opening now for Tom Gannon in that Cy Young Award, but it's still only halfway through the season.
That ball bounced on the ground after he fouled it off. I'm not sure the window's that open yet. 4 runs isn't going to do that much damage, but yeah, starting. And the Bird hits another one hard. That's going to find the Tarantino sign, and zucchini sticks for Bird Bull.
Yeah, we're going to have to do gluten-free for Bird as it looks like his trot is a little slower. But man, what a shot by Bird! And like I said before, watch out for this guy. Don't judge a book by its cover. Even though this dude looks like he's at a Grateful Dead concert, he is definitely a baller.
Goot hit the home run after Bird. Bull to start this inning off, and having trouble throwing strikes here this inning. I think they should get him out of there and go back to him again later, Trench.
Yeah, 3-1. This is going to be a difficult situation for Billy Santiwan. Man, that looks so outside. It drops in.
Little floater there, but Goot looked like he was just taking on 3-1. Billy still does not have a walk, but I still think they may want to move elsewhere for a minute here.
Good pitch by Santiwan on a 3-2. You could see him let out a little unhappy gesture there, but it is early in the game. As you know, the Vaderz are a powerhouse team as well. Let's see how they fare in this third inning against Ryan Chen.
Yeah, I believe it's 6 up, 6 down for Chen right now. He's perfect through 2, so we're back at the top of the order here for the third, and Chen has looked strong right out the gate. Not a surprise at all. Let's see if Ibarra can focus in here and get his Vaderz a base runner.
Let me ask you this, Chad. Do you go to someone else in the fourth inning?
In the third, the bottom of the third.
Or on the bottom of the third, do you go?
I absolutely think you do. I mean, don't forget, if the Vaderz lose this game, they're only going to have to pitch 5 innings as well. So there's only 3 innings left to pitch if there's no change here. And I think, yeah, they should put somebody else in 100% for the third inning and save Billy 7 for the next 2 games. It's 9 innings max here in PLW if you're a new viewer, and 1 pitch in an inning counts as an inning.
As Ryan Chen is going to go against Ethan Ibarra one more time, and this is going to be the inning that dictates where the Vaderz are going to end up in this game. He's got that high-low 12-6 pitch, barely misses. It's going to be a 1-1 count as 350 viewers dumping in on this.
Yeah, get that vote in. Totals up there, 8.5, over-under. Looks like over is favored right now here, as 17 out of 24 of you have gone that way.
What do you think? Another 5 runs need to be scored?
I'm going to say under. I'm going to go under here. The ones won't bat in the bottom of the 6th, like I said. They'll take a half an inning off of them. Yeah, it's going to be a 6-1 final, Trench.
2-2 count to Ethan Ibarra. Let's see what Chen whips up here. Great pitch, right back up the middle. He might get some zucchini sticks.
He does.
He does. And he could have those with a little bit of marinara sauce or ranch. Looks like he does a little bit more cardio than Austin Bird Bull.
You know, I'm surprised neither one of those defenders left their feet. I think that ball was stoppable out there. Both of them looked like they had a beat on it. Nobody took command, and clearly one of them was going to have to get out of the way if the other was going to lay out. So there's some high-level communication involved between outfielders in this league. We played 5 defenders for several seasons.
That's gone. Holy cow, over the green monsters over there, way over the Garden of Serenity, and Gio Battistoni has been on fire for the last 3 weeks, Chad Sparkles.
He has been on absolute fire. He's probably kind of a down-ballot MVP guy right now with as hot as he's hitting and with as zoned in as his swing is. He's one of the premier contact hitters in this league as well, and to feature his contact rate and that kind of power is going to be an extremely deadly combination.
Yeah, and being on a team that has like Ibarra and Eder, and of course Gio only being like 5'2" or something, he just doesn't have the stature of some of these other guys.
Chen at 57 there, with both of these offenses looking to get rolling here in the middle of this game.
All the home runs we're seeing to the right side, and that's kind of where the jet stream is over there.
Glenn, I'm gonna need 9.5 now, Glenn. If I could have an extra run, please. I could still stay under. These games have a way of settling in. Both pitchers still extremely strong. Now that they got 2 runs, Trench, maybe Billy continues as well, and things change a little bit. Big 3-2 pitch for Chen. He had an Eder.
You don't want to lay a cookie. Eder could go yard, and that's going to go deep. It's probably out of here, and it is. And Eder, they go back to back. And this game, 4-3, both teams. We kind of knew this was going to happen, though, Chad. The 2 powerhouse teams, a 4-0 lead wasn't going to be good enough.
Yeah, don't be lulled to sleep by the first 2 innings of not much happening, and the first 9 batters all made outs, and now since then it's been a power show here. Now it's going to be tough to stay under 8.5.
And Tanner goes left side past AK. And there's no outs here in the top of the third. The Vaderz all over Chen right now.
Yeah, maybe the ones should consider changing arms right now. They have several strong arms, and
they're going to have a little meeting on the mound saying, like, how do you feel? Should we change it up a bit? What would you do right here, Sparkles? You're not the best manager, but what would you do?
I'd probably let Chen continue against Hutt here. He looks real strong against him the first time through the order, and he's got their 5-6 hitters up. Tanner on second base. Yeah, tough spot here. Tough spot. It looks like they did discuss maybe a change, but they're going to stick with Chen.
Yeah, you got to go with your ace here. That's your boy, the face of the ones. What a game we have brewing early. And there's got to be a little bit of a relief from Billy Santiwan that his team's backing him up right here.
He drills him again. 65 to the face is a base. 65 to the head or face. The batter can choose to take a base and charge a walk to the pitcher. That's going to be 56, though, and Chen having just as much struggles as Santiwan did in the bottom of the second. Very similar innings here. And he walks him. First walk for Chen. First and second now, double play in order. Couch says, give me the ball. Let's see if Couch can do anything.
And we got our first appearance by Kirby Buckets out there, and he might get a little bit of work through this series. As it looks like Schmitty is coming to the bump.
Schmitty, not Couch. All right. He tricked us a little standing on the mound there.
Listen, I love Schmitty's game. Oh, Buck, he flips Bucket over, and that's like one of your tortoises. He won't be able to flip over.
Well, yeah, you're right, actually. It's, yeah.
Who's that? Oh, man, Chad. Poor Sparkles.
Yeah, I actually have a picture of my turtle upside down. We'll get that one up. We'll get that one up next week. It's a pretty good one, actually.
Man.
My other turtle just looking at him like, what are you doing, dude?
And there's Schmitty saying, go back to your little home, Kirby. Listen, Chad, I love Schmitty's pitching. I do. But I feel like in this moment, I think you need a little bit more than just that 12-6 action. What do you think?
I liked Couch. I like changing it up completely with the submarine screwball riser stuff instead. Completely opposite from what Chen is throwing. And you see it took them an inning to get to Chen. Their second at bat, they all started hitting, and the same thing for the ones. But Schmitty's tough, and in this wind, he's an effective pitcher because his ball is so heavy. It's a little tougher to drive and get to carry like we've seen some of these carry early here.
You know how I know this is a big series? Schmitty got a haircut. He knew he was going to be on Showtime, Airtime, Monday night, looking all fresh and clean. Billy to the right side.
Double play ball. Couch can throw still. He's got time. It looked like it got there. 4-9.
What a play between
What do you guys got?
And AK. Wow.
4-9-4, 4-9-5, 4-9-0.
What a great series right there by our umpire and our officials. 3 officials within 500?
0.05, yep, that's what I want. 0.08, everybody within that, and it's 0.05 is fantastic, all 3 watches.
Ibarra barely missed that one.
Ooh, tough play. Schmitty makes a good catch there, gets out of the inning, and the ones hang on for dear life to a 4-3 lead here and get the bats back up. Let's see who the Vaderz send back out to the mound, Trench.
Yeah, they totally equalized that as we're going to watch Billy Santiwan back on the bump. He's got to feel a little bit more energetic and infused with a little bit of life after his Vaderz came back and put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you're not lying, man. It feels good to get a few run support, and I definitely agree with that. See if he can get that knuckleball rolling a little better. He needs some first pitch strikes. He's been getting behind 2-1, 3-1 to every hitter here tonight. After the first inning, he pitched a great first inning, and so it was a good first inning and a bad second inning. I guess we're only in the third here, so we'll see which Billy comes out here for the third. Vaderz need him. Vaderz the ones have a half-game lead in the standings right now. They don't have an even amount of games because of those rainouts last week, so it's a little weird, but the ones do have a half-game lead here tonight, so whoever wins this series will be in first place.
Chad, your hot cocoa's a little too close to your hand for me. Move it to the right.
Oh, ground ball. Ibarra tries to play it deep. Can't play it. Goes off of his body, and tough play.
Every time Dobbs gets a hit or home run, look at he's got that gangster walk going on. Dropping that shoulder a little bit as Jay Spur up to bat right now. Takes a double Nichols outside pan. It's going to be 0-2.
We had a lot of talk about, I mean, I got Jesse Capps as the best shortstop since the season started, but a lot of talk about who the second best shortstop has been. And Ibarra can throw his name in there, but I can't put him there yet. And he's still new, and he's made enough errors. And, and he shows the ability to have that web gem, but also he's still got a lot of work to do to become premier defender out here. Shortstop's been a very difficult position to play this season, and the likes of pretty much everyone have struggled there. Couts early in the season, Ibarra, Purdy from the Lightning, a couple other guys, and shortstop's just really difficult in this league. Everything's coming at you at 100 miles an hour, and
it's the furthest throw usually.
And you're expected to have some range there as well, because if you don't, it doesn't look very good. Because there are guys getting to some balls, 3 steps to their left, and if you're not moving good and diving good and throwing good, then it's really tough to play this position.
As Billy Santiwan throws that outside, it's going to even up the count 2-2, and AK's just barely been missing so far tonight. Takes a good cut right there to stay alive.
Oh, a good cut. That was a very defensive cut, Trench. Just kind of laid the bat through the zone to get a piece. Smart piece of hitting there. Couts in his head right now thinking of what Billy might want to be doing here. Probably a knuckleball away. There it is, knuckleball away, strike 3. Tough pitch. Couts couldn't lay off.
Yeah, I mean, when it gets that close, you can't lay off, and you can see the frustration from AK-47 as Ryan Chen will get into the box right now. It looks like a lot of people have the Vaderz plus 2.5 right here, currently covering. As Ryan Chen makes this a 7-3 game.
Currently not covering.
He is so good, man.
Wow! What a shot by Chen there. He got all of that one. 187 feet, I'm calling it. Ones take a 7-3 lead.
Yeah, 187 on the lunch truck.
Let's go, Chen, come on.
Chen came here focused tonight. You can tell this whole Ones team focused tonight. We got the 2 biggest rivalries this week, in my opinion, in the league. And this rivalry is number 1 in the league right now.
Yeah.
And I believe that Lightning Warbirds on Thursday is also going to be a must-see series. But that's might be biased, but I'm not sure. We had a long discussion about those rivalries and some polls and whatnot, and I think that's what the 2 winners ended up being.
And Tanner comes in onto the pitching mound. It looks like Billy Santiwan kind of says, yo, I'm going to get myself out of here as the Ones jump out to a 7-3 lead by home runs by Chen, Goots, Bird.
Everybody.
A lot of people over there.
So I'd also like to say out to the Warbirds on Thursday, they will, for the first time ever, have an entire roster with Mock in town, Mayo finally coming for the first time for them, and all of their guys. So the Warbirds are going to be expecting to do some damage to the Lightning on Thursday with a full roster. So I believe it's must-see since the Warbirds are the last-place team in the league, and the team that's going to be showing up, if they had every night, would be, just a monster. So
every matchup this week is enormous.
It really is. Everything's growing, and we'll get to those matchups here in between innings for the whole week here in a minute.
As Tanner takes a curveball inside, good layoff by Austin Bird Bull.
Tanner's the type of guy that has to find it, and once he finds it, he is amazing. But lately, it's been walk out quick. 1-2 guys, 1-2-3 guys, and he's been walking out.
There's Tanner, screwball outside pipe, and look at Bird. He can't believe what he just saw. And let me tell you, I think Tanner just needs a throw. He doesn't have to throw like the sickest pitches all the time, and I think he's always trying to do that. He just needs to get in there and throw some decent strikes sometimes.
Yeah, he has had a couple of amazing performances on the mound this season, and he threw 9 innings against the Lightning, gave up 1 hit in 9 innings. Jeez. Yep, but again, he's been struggling that initial first inning that he's on the mound, finding his rhythm. And it's if you're a hitter, you got to really make sure you don't help him find that rhythm, because he will, and he'll be unhittable.
And that's going to do it. 1 walk by Tanner. You only get 2 here before you're pulled for the game, as Scottez Dobbins up to bat right now. And let me tell you, he could really throw a ball out there over the container. Hit one a couple weeks ago that snuck inside that line against the Legends. It was a big-time home run. He comes up clutch.
Yeah, what a luxury to have this guy in the 6-hole, Trench.
Oh, for sure.
New pole up there. What do we got? If there's a pole, bring it down. No, not yet.
I mean, if Tanner goes right here, they're going to have to go to Nate Stepna. Remember, there was a trade earlier this week that they got rid of Scott Burley, kind of their mid-reliever.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Right? So they didn't really pick up anybody other than a second-round pick and some cash considerations. So they're missing a mid-reliever.
That's up the middle. Going to be a tough play, but Gio makes a great stab with his right hand. Steps on second for the force, and the Vaderz get out of the inning. But a 3-run bomb by Ryan Chen extends the one's lead to 4 here, 7-3. We go to the bottom of the... No, we go to the top of the 4th. Halfway through here, Trench.
Wow, top 4. These two teams duking it out. A lot of home runs so far between these two guys as Schmidt's going to take the mound one more time. And if Schmidt could hold off the Vaderz right here, that could put him in a prime position to really take game number 1.
Yep, I still think the series is going to come down to the last 2 games. The last couple of weeks, a bunch of times, the team has won game 1 and then lost games 2 and 3. It's happened, I want to say, 5 or 6 times in the last 10 series.
Vaderz last series, I believe, last week, they won game 1 behind Billy and then lost the other 2.
We did it, and I believe the Night Owls did it, and you got to stay strong. And game 1 doesn't mean a lot sometimes, but it does feel good to get 1 sometimes, Trench. You don't want to leave here with 0.
No,
so.
Man, when the brooms come out, it's not a good feeling.
It's not a good feeling.
Gio Battistoni put one about 80 feet above the fence, and he goes to that fence once again. Good play by Barrick. Does he hold him to a single? And he does, and Gio's really seeing the ball well. It took him about, 5 weeks to start seeing the ball, to start hitting the ball well.
That's about right.
And now the game's slowing down for him, and he's really making good contact as Kyle Etter was part of that back-to-back. And he goes yard. That's his second home run of the game, and now it's 7-5.
I can see the ball in the tree up there still, Trent. You see it? It's in the tree. I see the ball. I can see the whole ball sitting there.
Listen, if you could see the ball in the tree, why don't you make better calls as an umpire?
I don't miss nothing, buddy. We might have missed that home run. You know what? Let's talk about that for a minute in the Vipers game. That game 2, there was a home run that was hit by Gio Battistoni last week. It ripped that yellow piping up there, and we have had about 4 hours and 1,000 comments on that, and it has been determined that every single viewer and both announcers and all the umpires got it wrong, and that ball was a triple.
Wow.
And me and Kyle both called triple when it happened, but after we watched it on replay, we overturned it, and we got it incorrect, it looks like. I'm still only 95% sure. It's so hard to see what that ball does, but we've inspected the behind the railing there, and there's just too much space behind the railing to that wooden structure for it to have hit it and for us to not have seen it on video. So that was a triple, and we apologize to the Sand Vipers for missing that call. They won that game, though, 10-4, so it was no big deal, thankfully.
Out number 2 by Jay Spur. What a game we got going on. Big smashes by Kyle Etter. He's got 2. We had one by Gio. Billy up to bat right now.
Yes, Glenn. We saw it. We've reviewed it, and it hit the piping. And I was the toughest one to convince. There was 27 people that had to convince me that it was not a home run, and I fought it as hard as I could, and I'm out of fight after inspecting behind the wall and what I heard, and that sound that I heard was way too distinct for it to not have hit that piping.
You see that plane? That's not Ryan Chen or AK-47 as they fly private. I think Bird and some of the other guys come in on that one.
That ball by Gio was absolutely roped, and it picked up the top spin at about the 90-foot mark. It was probably 6 feet over the wall still, and it kind of defied physics almost, the way the wiffle ball moved for the last 10 feet towards that wall and just wailed that piping. And it's pretty clear on replay, and if anybody wants to see that, I'm sure that we have somebody here you could reach out to, and we'll show you the 4 super close motion replays we put up. And
looks like Sansone in the chat has a little something to say to you.
I'm done with Sansone anyways, Trench, so he's dead to me, man.
Oh, man, he is live to me. He is really coming around. I want to thank him for doing what he does on the Legends squad as Tanner throws a 52-mile-an-hour curveball, deadpan 0-2 count.
Yeah, Evan, it took 23 people to convince me of that, so
Oh,
I was
We're
on your
done
side,
with that.
buddy.
We're watching the Vaderz versus the ones now, Chad.
Yeah, we are.
Dear God. I'm sorry about that, folks.
I'm honoring a very, very good member, Evan Shields, of our chat, and I think it's worthy.
Good pitch by Tanner up top. Gets him swinging and a miss. PLW Rookie of the Year. Why don't you read those names off without going into too much detail, Chad? Because
Which names,
nobody
buddy?
wants to hear your
Oh, we got Eder, Tavano, Reynolds, and everyone else. So it looks
Perfect.
like Reynolds has got a nice
No, you
lead
did
to
good.
start.
As AK-47 goes to 0-2 count. AK having a tough series so far, and with ones being up 7-5, and AK, I believe, 0 for 3 or 0 for 4 so far. That's a good sign, actually, for the ones, producing that many runs without AK performing so far.
If you're on TikTok, you have to get over to Twitch tonight. Get over to Twitch, search Premier Wiffle, and the live broadcast will be sitting there for you.
And Chen
His
goes
third of the game!
yard. 3 home runs for Chen. This dude is on fire. That ball must be looking like a beach ball to Chen. It takes him about 8 steps to get to home plate, as he will be again anointed. Look at that. And look, AK can't even get that on him. There it is. I wonder how much that'd be worth at Pawn Stars.
Yikes. It's growing in value by the minute, Trench.
He is so dangerous. And people are chanting MVP. Why not?
Yeah, he's growing, and he's certainly a two-way player. And Bird hits one.
Is that going to have enough? And it...
No!
Gets it right at the warning track. That might have been a home run. Let's take another look at it right now. Snapped a back pedal. He might have saved a home run right there.
Stepner and Bird were the two life of the Stonemen, the two best players in the Stonemen, probably.
Man.
And Levi was, we'll put him in third there. And Stepner really stepped up at the end of that Stonemen reign. And Bird always hit the ball hard, but Stepner makes a great play there to keep the Vaderz in the game. Remember, 1st to 15 out here in PLW. So
Nah, we're not going to see that this game. I think it's going to come down to the wire, though, as Schmitty jumps on the mound. Ryan Chen, 3 home runs. He's like 3 for 4, right?
3 for 4 with 3 bombs, I think. Yeah,
That's not bad.
it's okay. Schmitty back on the mound here for his 3rd inning of work.
It's got to feel good to put up those types of numbers. As Ethan Ibarra, who's been quiet the last couple weeks. Let's see if he could put something together. Oh, a spinner right to Schmitty. Oh, and like we've said before, when you get one of the best players in the league out on a little runner, the dreaded dribbler back to the pitcher, it really, really elevates your game as a pitcher.
Schmitty just pounding hard, 12-6 spinners in there. Hard to drive them, hard to square them sometimes.
Reed Wiz, welcome to the chat. You're part of the PLW Nation. You are locked in. Make sure you hit that follow if you have an Amazon subscription. You get a free subscription there on Twitch.
400 viewers here.
They know.
Mid-game 1, let's get that rolling. Tell your friends, TikTok, come over to Twitch, Premier Wiffle.
Yeah, I mean, they're just watching from one camera angle as Gio takes a man hack with that one. He'd love to have that back. I got 3 hot cocos in me. It's not even the end of the first game. I had to get amped up for this one. Once I saw your name in the commentator's booth, I knew I had to get hot cocoed up.
Oh, a wave by Gio, and it's 2 outs. Schmitty slowed it down a little bit there, throws the shimmy out there, and he's got 2 quick outs. Here in the 5th, he's got 4 to go to get the ones, a game 1 victory. The ones you can see going with the most menacing infield you could pretty much imagine in PLW of Spurrier, Couts, and Chen right now. It's going to be tough to get a ground ball through here. They got Barrick in the outfield, who's a Gold Glover in my opinion, and Dobbins, how is he not a Gold Glover as well out there? I mean, This defense is insane.
He kind of gets overlooked here on the one squad just because he's not putting up the power numbers like, AKs and Chens and Birds and whatnot. But, man, he is a stellar dude out there for the ones.
The ones have a powerhouse here for years to come there, Trench. It's going to be really tough to uproot these guys from the top couple, in the standings. That's hit really hard. With the exit velo at 91.
Eder
rips the wall. Eder gets into scoring position. Vaderz are going to need to get him home here. They need at least one here. They got to keep a little bit of momentum rolling here. Down by 4 here with 4 outs to play.
It's good to see Chen and Kyle Eder kind of give each other a high five out there on the field.
I agree. Eder's attitude has really improved over the last couple of months, and he's understanding the goal of this league and how the sportsmanship is first, and the league is second, and then the team is third, and then maybe, he can be fourth.
Yeah, I've had some private conversations with Kyle Eder, and really respecting the dude more and more each week.
That's hit hard. That's a run.
Woo! That was smoke 89 velo right there as the Vaderz close the gap 8-6.
Might be time for Couts to grab the ball.
I was a little worried with Schmitty coming in because he only has like a couple pitches. It's the 12-6 and off speed a little bit. I think Couts coming in with a little bit more side-to-side action might work better against the Vaderz here.
Oh, it's only 8-5. I don't know why I thought it was 9-5.
No, it's 8-6.
It was 8-5.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
So okay, it wasn't a 4-run lead. I said 4-run lead a couple of times. So yeah, it's tying around the plate. That's hit. Oh, Spurrier, great hands to his left.
I thought that was going to make it through the gap, but Spur, very agile, a complete athlete out there on the third base side, makes it look easy.
That was a good play, and maybe we shouldn't have talked all this trash to the ones in these chats because they came ready to show their Gold Glove potential all around the field.
Whoa. Let's back up a second. You said maybe we shouldn't have talked all this. I don't talk any trash to the ones. I fully respect their game because this is the type of stuff that they produce. So when you say stuff like that, you have to speak for yourself, Sparkles.
Well, okay, that's fair, but you come in with, once a week, you just come in with some nonsense that nobody even can relate to, and that just ends the chat usually.
I'm not buying that.
That's it's about right.
Anyhow, we're going to go to the bottom of the 5th. 8-6 ones on top as Tanner Roundy once again jumps on the bump. What do you think? You think the ones are going to do a little bit of damage in this inning as well?
No. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Tanner's locked in with that screwball right now. He's got the bottom of the order to start. He's going to get a couple of outs, and he's going to give the Vaderz a chance in the top of the 6th to get back in this. I look for the ones in the bottom of the 6th if that happens to put it back away again. So the Vaderz have a lot of work to do here. Need a shutdown inning now. Need a couple of runs, and then need some more outs.
I wish Bruce wouldn't have stole my grand slam ball against you. I would have loved to have that story.
Tanner just sticks that long arm out.
Man.
That was a great play, too.
Yeah, he went full Inspector Gadget on that bad boy.
That's about right. Here's Dobbins in the 6 hole.
Hey, Blue.
TikTok went down once again. We're just having some issues. Maybe there's a Elon Musk satellite not properly rotating over the Earth. I don't know. I'll have to message him.
Dobbins with a big cut there on 1-1. Fouls it back. Here comes a screwball. I guarantee it right now. Screwball, ground ball to short. Ibarra, good hands. Takes his shuffle. Makes a good throw, and we have 2 quick ones as we roll back to Spurrier.
What's going on with TikTok today?
Good screwball. Spurrier lays off. Not a lot he can do with that.
I don't know whose phone this is, but all these notifications. Bumble, Hinge, Tinder. Eagerster subscription. Thank you so much. You're part of PLW Nation as Tanner gets
shutdown inning, Trent.
Spur.
I'm surprised.
You were talking about it.
Yeah, that was good, Trent. Good job, Tanner. I like it. He's going to probably start game 2. He's feeling it right now. They should leave him out there. He's that type of guy that you want out of the mound forever. You know, some guys you want, get a couple of outs out of him, get him out of there, a couple of innings, and Tanner's a guy you want just to keep going.
And Schmitty doing his thing. Can he do a little shoulder shimmy for the ones to get out of this top of the 6 and give the ones a great game 1 victory
Schmidt's been in so many pressure spots over his 4 seasons in this league. He seems to be the guy that's out there all the time when the game is on the line, the championship's on the line, whatever it might be. He's been a stallion in this league. And
remember, the Legends played the Ones in a really good series as well. And in that big-time pressure situation, he threw that ball over the backstop and gave the Legends a win in that series. And a lot of these, there's some good matchups in this league so far in those top teams. And then you guys kind of with the Warbirds and Lightning and down there, you guys are Snappers now kind of ascending, all fighting your way.
It's not going to change either, Trench. You know, the whole, that's hit well, and the tying run's going to come to the plate right away for the top of the order and the home run leader in this league.
Wow.
Trench, it's going to, real quick, it's going to set up like that because, you know, the Ones are always going to be at the top, and it seems like the Warbirds are always going to be at the bottom until something changes. So
where's the War Chicken on that one?
Well, I don't want to keep referencing the Lightning because we're probably going to be at the bottom all the time too. So that's why the Lightning and the Warbirds is always going to be a rivalry because we both need to win so bad when we play against each other.
It's like two bad squads on NHL 94.
And right now we got two good squads duking it out here just down the line.
Ottawa versus the Lightning.
Look for a big drive out of Ibarra right now, Trench.
He has to. It's what he does. He lives for these moments. Man. Just so dangerous, each and every one of these players on each of these teams.
Yeah, on defense as well, too, though. We have so many complete players on the field right now. This is probably the best product we've ever put on the field against each other at this point with two fully loaded rosters. That's hit hard, but Ibarra can't keep that one fair.
You're right, probably the two best records going against each other in week number 10.
But just everybody's playing at their peak level right now on these two teams as well, so not only...
That's gone.
It is way out of here.
We've talked about it. I thought maybe leaving in Schmitty right there a little too long as Ibarra goes Oppo-Boppo to tie it up. And if you have +2.5 right here, you are living large. Man, what a game. This is exactly what we expected between these two teams.
Yep. Premier everything going on right now out here. And this is what we're striving for in this league right now. And pushing these guys to play their best is what we want, even though it doesn't help, other teams out that are, at the bottom. But this is what we want. The best teams playing their best game.
Maybe Gannon in between innings. Trying to get this TikTok phone to rock out. While he's warming up, I want to get TikTok rolling because they're watching from one angle, Sparkles. Look at Kirby, dude. He's straight flexing right there. Watch this, Chad. Look at that. Look at the shocks he has, like Mickey Thompson off-road. What's going on right here? Is there something I could do, Tom?
I don't think so. I think it's just getting hotter.
TikTok is struggling tonight, our feed, so it's a good thing that our Twitch feed is going. That's really the most important thing. Up to 440 viewers here.
Here we go.
You've seen the Vaderz come all the way back here, tie the game in the top of the 6th. They had a lot of work to do. They got about 2 of the 4 parts down here. They need more runs, and they're going to need a few outs still with the middle of the ones lineup coming up to start the bottom of the 6th.
Remember, we have Kirby Buckets has his own little Instagram page. If you want to throw that link up there, make sure you follow Kirby Bucket. He had a nice night out on the town the other night, kind of cruising around the strip.
I just realized they didn't go to Couch Trench. Look who's on the mound. It's Spurrier.
He's been pitching. I like his style. Has a lot of movement.
They got the lefty up, too, though. You think this is a little matchup orientated with Gio up right now as well?
Yeah, of course.
He has to face 3 batters, of course, so the next 2 are going to be righties, but Gio's the guy that's been on fire.
Fun fact, coming from...
That's it, hard deep. God, man! That thing, Gio, it's the same ball he hit last week off the piping there. It just had this sharp dip at the 80-foot mark, and it looked like it was going to go, hits the top of the wall, and they've got the go-ahead run on third base with nobody out.
Kyle Etter. If it was NBA Jam, he'd have that little on fire flame going as he pops up. Somebody's got to call that. Chen does. Gio gives a little fake run as it's the only time you could tag up or run the bases here in Premier League Wiffle. It's a tag-up situation on third. Tanner Roundy, known to go opposite field. Watch out for...
They're playing him opposite field, Trench. Look at this. They got two infielders on the right side. Chen playing way up the middle. I guess they've got him scouted as a... And he did hit one up the middle off that Tarantino sign, a hard ground ball that went past the mound earlier in the game.
Ooh, barely misses outside.
I think Couts has got to take the ball here, Trench. I don't know. They've been hesitant to go to Spurrier all season, and now they go to him in this spot. It seems a little weird. He's trying a little too hard out there.
Yeah, you can see the pressure mounting for Jay Spur, but he's a baller. 3-1, misses. It's going to put a runners on the corner.
Good walk, good walk.
That wasn't a bad walk, as it does make for a double play ball. But if they do miss the double play, does that run score from third?
Run comes home. If they hold at second base, the guy on third holds. If they attempt a double play and convert, obviously the inning is over. If they attempt a double play and don't convert, it's only 2 batters.
Chen coming back
only 2 batters. Tom.
That's only 2 batters. That's only 2 batters. We've got to go.
3? Okay. Chen's going to come back in. It was 3 batters. Triple out, walk.
You can see Max, third base umpire, giving that 3 signal. Very Hunger Games like right there.
Oh, and they're going to pinch hit here for Hutt. It looks like they're going to get Nate Stepna in there.
I actually like this move. I feel like Hutt was more prone to roll it over to the third base side, making it for an easy double play ball. Stepna could spray it just a little bit more.
He certainly can. He hits all fields here. Thank you. Stepna with the Hutt. We got it.
It was a good move by Billy Santiwan, the manager of the Vaderz.
Both teams pulling out all the stops here to try and get this game 1 win as we got an 8-8 game here. Good screwball down on Stepna. He's got to be a little more patient there coming off the bench, I think, Trench.
Yeah, watch for something hot and outside. Goes inside hot, 62. And we've talked about it a million times. When it's 0-2 in this league, you're going to see a ball coming in right around 60 miles an hour, but nobody ever swings. 2.
60 again down, and we're right to 2-2. Goes 59 again, 62, 60, 59. He's going to have to come down a little bit lower here, and now Stepna's seen 3 pitches quick, so he's going to be on time here. And there it is, but it's a double play ball. Let's see if they go with it. He shouldn't be running there, and he should get a warning for that because that's not okay. He's a placeholder.
Yeah, that's a warning. That's a warning. There's no running in that situation.
Honestly, does that make him like a live runner when he passes that line?
No, it does not. It has nothing to do with being a live runner. It was not a fly ball for him to tag up on. He's a placeholder. He's just trying to distract the defense, and he should not be doing that.
This should end the inning. Somebody's got to call it. Wow, good play by Spencer Barrick to call them off last second as the ones are going to try to come up into the bottom of the 6th and win this game after a 2-run shot to tie it up. Man, what a game we have brewing. Who's this?
It's a giveaway to the fans.
It's a giveaway to the fans from Spencer Barrick. If anybody wants a Spencer Barrick
Hey, Spencer,
ball.
why don't you come sign it?
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead, Spencer. This is Spencer Barrick, defensive specialist for the ones.
Hey, what the hell game we got here, guys?
Man, really good game. Give some love to Spencer Barrick, defensive specialist for the ones. You've seen him diving over fences, diving everywhere. Thank you so much. Look at that.
Let's go, guys.
Couts is having a drink of water over on the sideline, and he just gets hit by a...
Get your wiffle ball points in.
A
Get your
bar, a
Spencer
throw.
Barrick wiffle ball right now. I love that dude.
Yeah, good guy, good guy.
Also, girlfriend, vegan, double love.
Here's
Is this going to go extra innings?
No, I said the Vaderz had a lot of work to do. I said they needed 3 quick outs. They needed 2 runs. They've accomplished those 2 things, but now the toughest part, 3 more outs.
Watch out for AK. He's been quiet. Oh, nasty.
Ridiculous screwball by Tanner. Late break, super sharp, actually found the bar.
And the Dragon Lady has woken up from her slumber to come in on a great, great game. Double snowmen over snowmen, bottom of the 6th. They would love to get a runner on first right here, then a clean double would end the game.
Gets a tough pitch on the first one, takes the next couple. He's found himself 2-2. Tanner's got to keep the ball down here, although Couts is an avid golfer, so he likes it down there. Up the middle. Good play. Ibarra finds it deep.
Are you kidding me?
No, he's got to take more
and
time
what
there.
happens there?
No, it's in play. It's hit the side fence, but he had that ball. Let's see when he picked up that ball. Like 2.4, so
he has
time to stop, square, and throw. And this is what I mentioned earlier in the game about Ibarra. He's got that baseball rhythm in his head, and he thinks he has to go so fast. Marcial with the same type of rhythm. He wants to go too fast. They have time. He got that ball so fast.
Yeah, but it's bottom of the 6th, 8-8.
Yeah, but if he's not going to make a good throw, why bother throwing it?
I get it, Chad. But you're not out there in that situation. This is prime time. It feels like it's a little longer than it is. A second is like in dog years when you're in an intense game like this.
Yep, double play in order. Chen 3 home runs in this game right now.
Does he go over pink box? That's all I want to know.
A walk puts a runner into scoring position still with nobody out
Somebody
here.
already has the Chen ready to anoint Chen the walk-off winner. Greg Kelly calling times. We'll let this one pan out. It's going to be a 1-2 count, Sparkles. I wouldn't be surprised if he rips over the container.
Good screwball, stays far enough away that Chen can just get the end of the bat off of it. Stays alive. We'll see another pitch.
Two count. Bottom of the 6th, runner on first.
Screwball up, and he swings through it for the first out of the inning. And he's mad. He expects to hit 4 home runs a game, I guess. Holy cow, the talent in this league.
He is upset, man. He is walking down that first base line. I would not want to be near him right now as Bird Bull comes up to bat. And you got to watch that clean double. I know they're worried about that. Even Tanner's probably saying, what do you think? Should we get 3 outfielders out there?
Hey, pitching time. Isn't there, like college, they got 30 seconds.
Bird's axing for a clock right now. He runs the bases after a home run. It takes 2.5 minutes.
They're going to bring Santiwan back out, Billy to play second base and cover that side, Ibarra on that side. They got the 5-wall defense set up. You can see they're trying to leave no gaps. It does look like directly down the right field line is the available double. Bird can't lay off a screwball outside in the dirt. Moves the count to 1-2. Roundy looking for a double play ball.
Yeah, I love that Roundy's really digging in right here. This is high.
Loses a grip on that one there, and it goes to 2-2. Bird's actually got sneakers on tonight, Trench.
Wonder if he's okay.
That's it. Good. Knocked down by Billy, the defensive replacement they just brought out. Ibarra's going to try and spin it, but again, he rushes the throw and bounces it, and it looked like he had a little bit more time again.
Yeah, he only had about a half second, maybe an extra little, hitch in that shoulder to square up, but good play nonetheless. Got the force out at 2 as Goots, who earlier in the game hit a home run after. I think they went back-to-back earlier in the game. 2 outs here. Runner on first.
Filthy screwball to the bottom pipe. Nothing Goot can do with that. He takes it. It moves to 1-2.
Disgusting pitch by Tanner. Goots known to come clutch. But he goes right to Ibarra.
Easy
Bodies
force.
up on that, and we're going to go into extra innings, Sparkles, as why not? Of course, the top 2 teams in the league just going. This is like Rocky versus Drago in Rocky 4.
Whoa, Trench. This is only game 1, Trench. Whoa.
I know. What a great game 1. Listen, TikTok, you have to get over to Twitch right now. Check out all our different camera angles. You're watching from one little camera angle. It's the appetizer we give you. Full production here on Twitch. Lots of fun in the chat. Instant replay, Skycam 1, full production. Hang out with us in the commentating booth. Got Sparkles, got me, got our stream team going. And just a great game number 1 between the top 2 teams here in PLW, one of the best leagues on the planet.
Chen started this game, got roughed up a little bit in the middle. They went to Schmitty. He didn't really. He got him some outs, but he gave up some runs and ended up blowing the game in the 6th there and tying it up at 8. And then they went to Spurrier. They gave him 3 batters. He didn't look very good, and now they run back to the starter here in Chen.
Yeah, remember, Ibarra hit a 2-run shot his last at-bat.
To tie this up?
Tie it up, so he is clutch. I think that was the 16th of the season.
Does he have 2 this game or just 1? Just 1?
I think it's just 1. Look at that, Habs fan saying Twitch squashes TikTok. New viewer, Vegas Girl. What's happening? You are now part of PLW Nation. Why don't you say hi to Vegas Girl?
Hi, Vegas Girl. You are one of 442 people watching extra innings right now, and the top home run hitter in PLW, Ethan Ibarra at the plate.
That's Spurrier's mom. That's Jay Spur's mom.
Oh, wow.
She birthed that child.
High, is it going to carry?
It's going to be tough to get.
Tough play for Barrick, but he's strong out there, makes a great catch, stays with it the whole way, 1 out.
That's how you play defense. Watch this man grab this ball. It went from 30 feet going all the way to the right side, played it perfectly. Good job by Spencer Barrick.
Yeah, he made that look easy. That was a tricky play that we've seen botched over and over again out there, especially if you're pitching.
Yeah, no doubt. I feel you. Thank you.
Yeah, I feel you.
And here we go. Gio Battistoni, who put one way over right field, one of the longer home runs of the season. Misses that one pretty bad, though. I say misses pretty bad right there. Kyle says, good swing.
Good pitch by Chen, but it looked hot and is hot. Able to lay off Gio, and it's 2-2.
Look at our poll. Who you got? Rocky, which is the Vaderz, versus Drago, the ones. Right now it's pretty locked and clocked. That's gone.
Wow, what a
so
swing
good.
right there.
He is so good.
That was not a strike, Trench. That was down and in, I believe. Let's see where this pitch was. Not even close to a strike. He digs it out with his 7-iron and hits it about 160 feet. And the Vaderz take a 9-8 lead. They're going to need another run here, though, potentially, Trench. I don't know if one's going to be enough at this point still, so I don't think Billy Santiwan hasn't walked out. Let's see if he's interested in putting himself back on the mound for the last inning.
This is incredible.
Although Tanner's pitched well.
As Kyle Etter, who's also seen the ball very well tonight.
That's coming back. Oh, tree there. Hit a tree.
I wonder if Gio works for NASA, because that one was in orbit.
He golfed it right into orbit.
When you're a pitcher, you can't believe that happened.
Adder gets fisted in there a little bit. Goot ranges over, makes the grab. 2 outs. Chen just gets one more out here. The ones are okay. They can get a run.
Of course, dramatic ending to game number 1. 466 viewers diving into the Twitch feed right here. Make sure if you're on TikTok, get on over. You are not getting the full surround sound, cerebral experience that you need over on Twitch. As Tanner's going to go deep, and that's a home run. Vaderz are for real.
Vaderz are for real, and they're up 10-8 right now. And now, I think if it goes 9-8 into the bottom of the inning, I don't even know if they're favored. But at 10-8, now they got a decent chance here. That's a big run right there.
Tanner is so up and down. When he's up, he is up, though.
I said at the beginning that when he's hitting, it's tough to beat the Vaderz. Stepno pinch hit. Last time through for Hot, up again here. .62 from Chen on 0-2, pretty normal.
I mean, after Billy Santiwan getting rocked up a little bit earlier in the game, which feels like yesterday at this point, and that's going to do it for the Vaderz, but they do go up after a Gio Battistoni and a Tanner Roundy shot. The ones are going to have their try at Tanner Roundy on the mound. Let's see how he could do. What do you think here, Sparkles, as we're looking at a nice sunset here in the Las Vegas Valley?
Well, he's been effective thus far at Tanner on the mound. He's really got that screwball working, and it's hard to square up and drive. And if he continues, the Vaderz are going to find a big Game 1 win here.
That's our boy GK. GK Rabbit fixing the TikTok phone. What a beautiful sunset here in Sin City. Make sure you tell everyone you know to tune in to Premier League Wiffle. There's nothing that even comes close to what kind of product we're putting out there. 10-8 game, Vaderz up after feeling a little down and out. But if you'd ask Sasai right now, he would say, I believe in my team at all times. We never feel out of it. I got the pitching, I got the hitting. Doesn't matter how much you're up, as Scottez Dobbins.
Yeah, well, he's in the 6 hole, so getting on base here is monstrous, and getting that tying run to the plate for all their power coming up. Tanner
Pitch.
features that slider and starts it outside in that left-hander's batter's box. It comes back and kind of grabs the outside of the zone. Good pitch, puts Dobbins in the hole.
I kind of like that Tanner is taking over, because Chen's using up his innings over there on the one side. Billy, not so much. Runner back. He should have some time. Should be easy play. Out number 1 as Jay Spur, top of the lineup, up to bat right now. You hear Goot saying, find a way, get me up there. Man, that screwball is working tonight. Very difficult to locate.
Tough to pick up where it's actually heading.
Into the turf. It's going to even up the count 2-2. You could never count that ones out. As we're climbing closer to 500 viewers. This is just game number 1. This should be an easy play for Billy. Makes the throw. Out number 2 as AK-47 is up to bat right now.
Yeah, he's got to think on base here. He should be staying back and trying to go the other way where there's only 2 defenders. He's got to get on base for Chen, who has 3 home runs this game and is on deck. This game still is not over. AK is, 450 on base guy, and he understands right now if in this type of mode, he might even be a 550 on base guy, because he's not really going to be trying to hit with much power here. He's just got to get on. Good. He might just have the take sign here, and you don't say that about AK very often, but I put the take sign on right now.
Yeah, you got to see a strike.
Yep, you got to see a strike. Yep.
For him swinging that bat, misses bad. Remember Ryan Chen. This would be a great finish between Tanner and Chen. Does he have a walk already, though, Tanner?
I don't think so. I could be wrong, though. Tanner comes in with a little get-me-over, just kind of a knuckleball almost, it looked like. I think he just threw a straight ball and laid one in there for him, which is a smart move. Let's see if he does it again. AK.
That's going to do it.
Gio makes an easy catch.
Vaderz take game number 1 from the ones. And that really tightens it up there in the standings. What a great game number 1. Might be the best game number 1 we've seen in a long time.
Yeah, Ryan Chen, 3 home runs in the loss. Tanner Roundy with a stellar performance on the mound. Came in, I believe he gave up no runs. I think he came in when it was 8-4 or something, and 8-5 maybe, and he shut him down.
Why don't you find out who the game 2 starters are as we go into game number 2?
Don't go anywhere.
I had to get Sparkles out of there. Give myself a little reprieve to get ready for game number 2. Guys, game number 1, Diddy the Tank. Thanks for the subscription. You're part of PLW Nation right now. You're in the community. You're locked in. Wow. Back and forth they go. I think the momentum, we didn't see AK on the mound at all last game. I think there might have been an opportunity to see him go to give the ones something different against the Vaderz right there. But Vaderz pull through. Gio Battistoni, what a rock star. The Italian Stallion comes through. Rocky defeats Drago. Game number 1. Who do you guys like game number 2 as I find out who the game 2 starters are from Sparkles? He could take his time. We'll get to it in a minute. some chirping going on between the ones and the Vaderz. Wonder what's the point spread here, guys? I don't see it, as a lot of points look like they're coming in on the ones right now. Those are the types of games I love calling. Home runs, back and forth, coming down to the last innings. What a game. I feel like the ones they're a little bit crushed over there on the sidelines. I think they thought they had that game all locked down as Kirby Buckets is making his way around. Love the installation of the new shocks, the new flux capacitor to give him a little more horsepower. I'll go into game later in the week. You guys want to know what Tuesday night is? Sand Vipers, Night Owls. That should be a good matchup. Tom Gannon, he's vying for that Cy Young Award. I know he really wants it. I've talked to him since he's been a Viper with me way back in the day, and he says, I want a Cy Young Award. And he's been practicing his pitches, put out that tutorial of how to pitch. He might be right in line. Thank you, sir. Sparkles, you were down there for an extensive amount of time. What did you find out?
Nothing.
Oh, I'm sorry, what?
I didn't find anything out. I see Good on the mound, though. I see a Bauer in the box. I see game 2, about 15 seconds from being underway, and I'm ready to go.
That's weird. You have one job to do, Chad. One. Find out who the game 2 starters are. So the wiffle ball points could be correct. Sparkles,
well,
would you bet a game if you didn't know who the starting quarterback was in an NFL game?
Maybe. Probably.
Right. That's why they live off people like you.
Yeah, well.
That's why they build hotels with people like you.
They do.
I need a moment.
Maybe you should step out of the booth for a minute.
No, listen, dude. You don't tell me.
Stepna is starting for the Vaderz. I've just received inside information.
Tell me to step out, boy.
That it's Nate Stepna throwing as Bauer hits a high fly ball that Chen is getting under. It's over him a little bit, but his height helps him out. His long arms help him out, and he makes a good play.
Okay, I'm back. I feel a little better now.
All right, good.
Gio Battistoni.
Huge game 1.
I like what Goot's got. I mean, he hasn't faced the Vaderz yet. And these guys, they swing away.
I did say that I thought this was a tough matchup for Goot at the beginning of the night. Three quick balls. Tough spot for Goot now, a 3-1 against this guy.
You have to go after him. You can't dilly-dally around the plate. Otherwise, you're going to walk out, as he does early, and puts on the runner immediately. What happens with these pitchers, some of these guys that aren't the elite, is after you see these guys go off in game 1, you're a little nervous to pitch them strikes because something like that might happen, a little dumpster diver right there. But you see the power of each team, and you want to try to pitch away, and then all of a sudden you're walking out of the game.
Yep, you got to attack early, and the 0-1 count to start that first pitch is more important than anything. You got to get in there and get him to take a somewhat defensive swing if you can, and try and fool him a little bit because they're looking to come up and swing. They know you're trying to throw strikes and get ahead.
There's Tropical Tea in the chat tonight. Make sure you say hi to her. She's a little fireball when she comes down to the field.
Hot tea.
This game's going to be a little different, and here's why, Sparkles. They got to feel each other out just a tiny bit. You know, some jabs, and power move.
Good pitch by Goot there, getting Tanner to chase down and away.
A lot of people are comparing Gio Battistoni to Joey D.
That's a run. Hit up the middle. Score, Billy. Score, who's that? Gio from second.
You could see the ball in the tree from 140 feet, but you can't see Gio rounding third.
Look, I still see the ball in the tree. It's right there still. I see it.
As Billy Santiwan up to bat. The Vaderz taking a 1-0 lead, runners on first and second. Santiwan's going to score another run. That might clear the bases, and it does. It might be a dirty double, though. Did Dobbs take care of that before it touched the wall? It looks like his body posture is saying no.
And Stepner running around third base and also scoring, making this 3-0 says no as well, and Dobbins couldn't get there.
Here's my take on Goots right now. I think he throws a little too straight for the ones.
Trench, it's going to be 5-0 in about 2 seconds right now.
2 seconds? You think so?
Yeah, I do.
144,000 on the Vaderz, 185 on the ones. Tavano's saying he loves seeing what Gio's doing. Remember, me, Tannic, a couple other people played them in a tournament out of Born and Raised, and they demolished our team like 25-2 or something like that.
Wow.
And I was like, who are these guys? And all of a sudden, they show up to Hideaway Field, and then Gio wasn't producing for a long time, but now he is.
Here comes a home run this pitch.
Okay, Sparkles.
No, not if he's going to throw it over his head. He's just going to walk out. But let me tell you what, that's the best thing he could have done right there is put a borrower on first base. And as I kind of predicted, this isn't really the team for Goot to go after here. Is too much baseball talent on this Vaderz team, and they're seeing Goot well. Couts finally taking the ball. I think if Couts took the ball in the 4th or 5th inning of last game, the ones to hold on and win that game.
Couts has to be careful of throwing an inside pitch to Gio. I think the way he throws that submarine screw, I think Gio could turn on it and put that in the Garden of Serenity. We'll see where AK locates his wiffle balls against Gio right here, as Gio is becoming one of those guys that you're, not that you're scared to pitch to him, but you just saw his...
You are.
I'm saying he just took a ball that was way inside and down in the turf, took a pitching wedge to it, and sent it about 175 feet. I'm feeling it tonight. I'm pumped up. Are you?
Dodos, I just found out that is donating bits. Wiley's at the Knights game right now.
Yeah, he knows. It's probably intermission. That's why.
I don't know. Is it?
It has to be.
All
He's
right.
locked in as he's a Vegas Knights fan.
Oh, all right.
And that's how it should go. You have 20 minutes, got nothing going on. Maybe get a Robert Brewski or a $20 bag of popcorn, and you watch a little bit of PLW. The ball goes outside, 1-1.
Out's another guy that takes a minute to find his stuff sometimes. Those 8 warm-up pitches you get are extremely important to focus and take serious. And now all of a sudden he finds himself down 2-1. They just need one more out here.
There's Frito Breath dropping in on the chat, and I'll tell you a little story about that dude.
We go to 3-1. Couts hasn't thrown a strike yet. Gio can really zone up here and look for something specific that he can hammer.
This might be 6-0 if he does.
It's just ball 4 and AK's first walk.
This would be an enormous walkout by AK. Remember, when the bases are loaded, y'all already has a walk. You only get 2, and when you step onto the mound, they'd have to immediately go to Jay Spur probably, or Austin Bird Bull.
That's a double play ball. And
Should be
there's
an
already
easy play.
2 outs, though. He just steps on his bag and gets the final out.
Yeah, but 3 deposited by the Vaderz. You can see Kyle Etter beside himself as he goes full breath work right there. Anyhow, I was talking to Frito Breath. We're buddies on Instagram. That dude went full ghost pepper one time and almost died. Ate a ghost pepper. Sparkles?
I used to eat some spicy stuff, but yeah, a ghost pepper was probably above my level of ability to
the
handle.
mild
Not
sauce
like-
packets at Taco Bell aren't considered spicy stuff, Chad.
They aren't?
No.
I didn't realize that.
Well,
It's
now you
called
do.
hot sauce. I mean, are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. They water it down.
Stepner going to take the mound here for game 2.
I still have the Spencer Barrick ball. Look at it up top. Look at that. See, that's a signature all sloppy. I like that. Get your wiffle ball from Spencer Barrick. He's a good dude. Loves the game. He has no respect for his body. He'll just go into walls, flip over things, dive into stuff.
What do you think about Stepner here against this one's team? I kind of feel kind of similar as I did about Good against the Vaderz team. Stepner's a little more polished out here, though, and
Oh, man. Malto Mike. That's
Stepner
57.
not screwing around, just firing a couple pitches right into the zone. First one, just good. Second one, a little hot.
Fletcher, no, I don't. Just one.
Spurrier gets a pitch up, drives it out to left, but Eder with room catches it in front of the container for the first out.
And here's AK. They really need to get him going, and I think this is a good matchup for 47 right here.
Can't get all of that one.
Gio.
No.
Double, clutch, bobble.
Ball was actually called fair there, so if he dropped it, he would have had time to maybe pick it up and make a play if it didn't get too far away from him. 2 quick outs for Stepna.
The Vaderz are -3.5, huh?
Whoa.
That's a big time spread.
Oh, no, that's a poll. That's a poll.
Gotcha.
That's a poll that they put up after the 3 runs. Yeah, +3.5 is probably like 3-1 there. Like, I mean, just because they got 3 in the top of the first doesn't mean they're 3.5 run favorites all of a sudden.
Stepna going 0-2 count right here. And there's that 60-plus pitch coming in on an 0-2 count. Remember, a lot of these guys, between the ones, Vader, they've all played ball together.
Oh, gosh, the high school, there's about 20 good schools out here in Vegas for high school baseball. 5 premier and another 15 competitive. And a lot of these guys played against each other for sure. A lot of familiar faces keep showing up down here. It's a small world, small valley here in Vegas.
3-2.
Chen hits another ball hard. It's not going to get to the wall in the air, but it skips up against it for a double.
Yeah, that was actually a good piece of hitting by Chen as he got tripped up by an off-speed pitch just a tiny bit, got out in front, still hits a double. And that's why it's a testament to what we do here at PLW. When you have guys that have been playing baseball and competitive ball, some guys semi-pro, pro, to come out here and play this game, you know we're putting together a good product.
Bird lays off a pitch down. Stepner and Bird know each other very well, as I mentioned in game 1.
The wind's starting to pick up.
Bird offers it a pitch inside, hits it about 175 feet out into the street.
Jay Spur's mom saying, yeah, great group of guys. I'm sure she's had a bunch of those ballers over at her house, made some cupcakes for them after winning some championships. I'm sure she's got a lot of trophies from Jay Spur on her mantle. Is that going to drop?
Ibarra has range on it, goes and grabs it, and Stepna works around a 2-out double for a shutdown inning. Vaderz 3-zip after 1.
Yeah, if I'm the ones, I'm a little bit nervous. Not putting up any runs right there. Got to score. You see one of our fans over there on the container, fully laid out, rocking it out. It's like he's at a sports book waiting to cash his ticket. Oh, man. So we're going to top 2. Vaderz up 3-0. AK 47 on the mound. As you can see, Jay Spur's mom saying a lot of spaghetti nights. The boys coming over, all their jerseys all dirty. I love it. They're like, Ma.
AK back on the mound here. He came in relief from Goot in the first inning.
Oh, man.
Tanner Roundy going to lead off, it looks like, for the Vaderz. The Vaderz put 9 guys to the plate in the first inning and left them loaded, so they could have put this game a little further out of reach with a 1 more hit, but AK was able to get Eder out to end the inning and kind of keep him in the game for now.
You know what's great, Sparkles? We have people at the Vegas Knights game tuning in to PLW. It's the NBA playoffs. People are tuning in to PLW. We're coming up quick. I'd watch out if I was those guys on TNT and ESPN.
Tanner hits one deep, hard, deep, gone! Roundy drives one straight up the middle over the Tarantino sign. Tarantino sign getting a lot of action out there today, Trench.
Yeah, no doubt. I don't know if I've ever seen Tanner hit a ball to the left side of second base, like, ever. He never hits it over the container. It's always center to right. And that's really good positioning. That means he waits on the ball, squares it up, puts a little power through it.
Yeah, you don't have to swing as early as you do in baseball. You don't have to get those shoulders around. The bat's not as heavy. You can kind of just use more forearm and just, stay back, see it. Make sure you see that late break and then put a good swing on it. Kautz struggling a little bit, does already have one walk. His first batter he faced in the first inning, he walked him. So he's behind the 8-ball a little bit here, down 2-1, going to have to come in. A little low again. He's AK one pitch away from walking back into the infield.
He's going to have to throw a cookie right here. He cannot get off the mound.
Stepna taking all
He's
the
done.
way. AK can't get it done right now.
You're probably going to watch Spur come onto the mound, and he's going to have to put in some work. How many innings did Chen throw?
5. Chen threw 5 innings in game 1 and has 4 remaining for the night. They're not going to use him now while they're down 4-0. Going to try and get some value out of Spurrier here on the mound. He threw 3 batters in the first game. He didn't really have much zip on his pitches. Let's see if he can do a little better, relax. They're down 4-0 now. He was in a pressure spot in game 1, which can affect you out there. Now it's 4-0. He's got nothing to lose anymore. Let's see if we can see a different Spurrier out there throwing a little bit more effective pitches.
Look at that. Some of our fans are taking restroom breaks and tuning in. Like Danny Glover, Lethal Weapon 1.
6-hole up here. Santiwan. Got to get this out. Spurrier needs this out right now. Double play would be amazing. Not a double play. A base hit to the right side. It's going to move Stepner over to third base. First and third. Just one out. Nobody out. Nobody out still. Yep.
Let me ask you something, Sparkles. Do you think the ones just have a bad matchup here against the Vaderz? Certain teams are just matched up poorly against others. Do you think this is it for the ones?
It could be. It's a tough team. This Vaderz team is tough for everybody, though. Maybe the Vaderz are just that far and above everybody right now. And the ones are clearly the second place. Wow, triple off the Cheers Beauty sign. Give that man a free facial trench.
Absolutely. Cheers Beauty. Every time a ball hits off that sign, he could give one of his girlfriends a night at the spa. He's got to love that, as the Vaderz are all over the ones right now. This is kind of how the last game went for the ones. They were on top of the Vaderz, and then the Vaderz came back. But I don't know if the ones are going to have it in them, as Gio takes a swing right there.
Sack fly in order. Ibarra ready to tag. Ones have 3 outfielders out there playing Battistoni straight pull.
And right now, why don't you read that poll, Sparkles?
Best PLW announcing duo, Trench and J-Lo, Trench and Chad.
How's yours? Me and you, how we doing? And Glenn Meadows saying this might be the most lopsided poll ever in PLW history.
Sparkles and Dodos. I'll trade you for Dodos any day, Trench.
I love Dodos, man. He's really good.
That's up. Spurrier laboring a little bit here.
Turn me out.
We'll have you drunk by the end of the night. Just keep striking out.
Eder showing a good approach here tonight. Working the count. Finding some pitches he can handle.
Man, those winds are really, really picking up right now, and any fly ball is going to carry about 35 to 40 feet. So you only have to hit it about 80 feet, and then it's going to be a home run. Good take by Eder. That's team ball right there by Kyle Eder.
Sure is. These Vaderz are playing together as a team. First and third now. The ones are going to have to gamble on the double play. You see why I've been preaching the aggressive approach on the first and third double play situation. Outs are so hard to come by here. If you have a chance to get 2 outs and out of the inning, you got to gamble, even if it means giving up another run. Remember, if you attempt the double play and don't convert here, the run scores. If you just hold at second and take your force, then the runner on third holds. Spurrier kind of slinging a little too much. He's getting a little outside his frame and creating a lot of variance on his pitches here. Again, but Tanner just smashes it up the middle. They got him scouted right, but he just hits it straight up the middle. There's just nobody there every time.
Man, these Vaderz are locked in right now. I'm sure Sasai had a very good talking to the Vaderz. Remember, they lost 2 of 3 last time they played, and that was very uncharacteristic of this Vaderz team.
Well, Tanner came from Taiwan or something to play that series, and he was very, very effective on the mound. You know, you think Tanek was coming for his bat, but it was really his arm that was what won them those games.
Yeah, it was very effective.
That's a double play ball. Is it in double play situation? Chen's going to come with it and throw it just low enough to hit the top of that backstop and get the ones out of a jam. It's 7-0 though. 3 in the first, 4 in the second for the Vaderz. They look good, Trench.
Yeah, they look good, but listen, don't count out the ones, and here's why. Tack on 2 or 3. Tack on 2. A couple solo shots. 9-6, 9-7, 10-8. It might end up like that, but right now, man, the Vaderz, though, are not showing that, but the ones are capable of coming back like that.
I feel like Stepna is still very hittable for this ones team. I think the ones have to stay focused and understand it's a long game. They still have 5 at-bats left, so they have plenty of time to grind away here. Stepna, pretty straightforward type of pitcher out here. He throws kind of hard sometimes. He definitely can struggle to stay under that radar. He throws a lot of just sliders and drops, and, you know, the ones know what to do with those. So one batter at a time, just kind of battle and see if they can get a little rally going, maybe find a home run with a couple guys on and get back in this game.
Beautiful sunset we were watching right there in the Las Vegas Valley. Some cumulus cirrus clouds forming as the count goes 1-1. Left side, Billy. Should be an easy play, has lots of time.
Good play by Billy. He's played some second, he's played some third, he's played some pitcher, and he's an effective player all around and been pretty solid at the plate tonight. Kind of surprising Billy is so effective out here, Trench. He doesn't look anything intimidating out there. He doesn't really look like this stellar athlete or anything, but his approach, his mind, and his ability to throw that knuckleball have really separated him to a different echelon in this league right now.
We see Cody Schmidt up to bat right now. They're trying to change some stuff up. Great pitch by Nate Stepna.
I think Schmidt got the start here, probably for Good, I think, right? I didn't get the starting lineups fed up to me this night. Pretty sure this is just the 5 hole. No, it's the 6. This is the 6 hole because they batted 4 in the first. Okay, so and they sneak one by Schmidt, who's takes a big swing all the time.
You ready for this picture? Coming in straight out of the Knights game. Go up top real fast. Look at Dodo's. What? Knights watching the game. You know he's got some wiffle ball points on it. Oh, man. We have a great PLW
Punched.
community.
Ibarra jumps, catches. Great play by Ibarra there, and the Vaderz are running all cylinders up here tonight right now, Trench. Slow start to the night, but they picked it up mid-game 1, and they're not slowing down.
Yeah, and that's a testament to some of his ballerina days. When he was 5 to 8 years old, he had some ballerina classes, and you could see him do a little pirouette right there, grab the wiffle ball, make an out to end the inning. Beautiful, beautiful catch by Ethan Ibarra.
I believe he also won the first grade spelling bee.
He is a smart man, has a physicality, mental game, mental fortitude, has it all. MVP caliber type of player.
Well, I'm Chad Phillips. I got Trench Picone here with me tonight. We got a beautiful night of wiffle ball.
Man.
We got a beautiful night here at Hideaway Field in Las Vegas, Nevada. We're live every night, Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. whenever the third game ends.
Yeah.
3 6-inning games we play here every night. Just absolutely.
Sometimes more. Sometimes we go extras.
We go extras as we did in game 1. We went 7 innings, and we're gonna be here till 9:15, 9:30 tonight. And we got Spurrier on the mound right now trying to not get mercied, basically, is where they're at. We had a game last week that was tying run at the plate, ready for a mercy, couldn't get it done. And then the other team scores 5, and all of a sudden it's 9-7 instead of game over. So you never know what's going to happen out here.
Look at that. Stan Lee from Queens, New York, tuning in. Love that. They're all over the place out there.
Hard ground ball to Couch. It gets through him. And the ones, we saw how strong they came out in game 1. Everybody's heads up, ready to go. And now they're kind of taking some punches here and a little lackadaisical maybe.
Yeah, I made that same mistake a week ago. You think you could grab it as Ibarra straight to Spencer Barrick. You think you could grab that sometimes, but it's a hot shot. Can't get down. You have to body that up.
Yep, that was one he should have got down on a knee at least and tried to take it off of his chest or his...
Right now, a bunch of people on the East Coast as Gio Man, he's got some of the fastest hands in the league. It reminds me a lot of Jim Dodo's.
He reminds me a little bit of Adam Tannick as well. He's got a very menacing stance up there. You look in at him from the mound and you're like, where am I supposed to go to get this guy out? It's not really, looks like there's many holes in it. We saw him hit the pitch down by his knees. He's hit pitches over his head. But that one, he takes a wave at from Spurrier. Spurrier's throwing a lot of crap. He's making it up as he goes along out there, basically. Spurrier kind of a jack of all trades, and he takes pride in being good at whatever he's going to do.
Look at that. Nova Scotia, Pennsylvania, Cac, Oklahoma, Philly, Maui, all over as these winds are really kicking up.
Yeah. Is that thunder? I always think I hear thunder. I think I say that every night. Oh, Eder takes one to the chin. He catches it with his chin, but it's a ball. Spurrier, not a lot of control out there. He really doesn't know exactly where the ball's going, Trench. That's a swing, I think.
That's how fast that wiffle ball
Strike.
moves.
Gannon calls the strike on the check swing. Good call by Gannon. Casual call. I'm glad he got that one so easily because it was very clearly a swing. There should be no doubt in the umpire's mind right there. Spurrier comes, but this time Eder stays back, fights it off. It's going to be a right side base hit. Moving Santiwan over to third base. It's going to be first and third, 2 outs. In a big spot here because a 3-run home run would put it to 10-0. It's 10 runs after 3, 15 runs any time for the Mercy. So the ones will get to bat in the bottom of the third, unless they get to 15. Spurrier bounces one in there. Count moves to 2-1. Tanner has been kind of on fire tonight, driving the ball up the middle pretty much every time. Spurrier getting a little out of rhythm there. He's rushing himself a little bit. He's got to stay inside that body frame, in control. There's a pitch that Tanner can handle, but it's not going to stay fair for long enough for Spurrier to attack it. We move to full, and I have a bad feeling for Spurrier here on this pitch. Tanner saw that one well, just missed squaring it. Oh, that one's a hard ground ball. Couch stays with that one, gets the easy force out at second base. Ones get out of that inning unscathed. Good work by Spurrier to strand a couple of hits.
We've talked about the ones before, season after season. They usually come alive third or fourth inning. This is when it needs to happen. They need to cut this lead about 7-3, I'm thinking.
Sounds about right. They got to get some momentum at least and get feeling good about themselves out there a little bit and maybe jump back in this game like the Vaderz did in Game 1.
Stepna on the mound, looking pretty good. Hasn't given up a run or many hits quite yet. We got to see something happen from AK. He's got to be the spark plug for the ones. If he could get it going right now, the ones might be able to cut into this lead. As you can see, Gannon and Stepna talking it out. Remember, Gannon playing the Night Owls tomorrow night. Big-time matchup for those guys.
Vipers Owls, that is a big series. Both teams trying to trend in the right direction. The Night Owls got swept last week, and we'll see what team they show up with this week. I'm not sure of the Dalby and Stein status for tomorrow night, but it seems like the Night Owls revolve around those two guys.
And look, we have another poll up. Why don't you read that?
I mean, come on. Who cares?
The people that founded this city care, Chad.
City, it's a state, Trench.
Okay, what if I
What does the city have to do with anything?
Okay, well, what if
Did he
I-
short that? Is that shorted? He shorted it. Santiwan.
Really?
Shorts a throw.
What if I mispronounced your name and I said Chode instead of Chad?
Do you know we live in Las Vegas is the city, Trench.
Or the state, whatever.
What's the capital of Oklahoma, Trench?
Eureka.
Ball one, a little up and into Chen. Look for a home run here, Trench.
Man, he is just missing as they really need to turn it on right now.
Yeah, that's a surprise, that shorted throw by... Look, there's like 3 people using special messages to spell my name wrong. We're talking about pronunciation, not spelling, so this has no value to me.
Yeah, because you know everything. You're Mr. Perfect.
That's
2-2 count.
Pretty close.
I know you graduated. You dropped out of school in 6th grade. You made that aware to me last time we commentated.
6th grade, and I took on baseball. I started with
too
baseball.
easy for you. 3-2 count.
High, really high.
This isn't going to be easy to grab.
Tanner, great defender out there, really making his gold glove case. And you know what? I'm starting to believe out there. I feel like that man deserves one right now. And
he could have easily overran that, though, how fast he was coming in on that one. It was Austin. Bird, bull. Up to bat right now.
wow, 58, throws it right by him. Stepped the nose Bird well, as I said. Bird not the most disciplined player in the league.
He's got great numbers, though.
Wow.
He does. He does. If he could really work on his approach and his discipline out here, he could be a 400 hitter for sure.
There's Patricus cheering 51 bits.
From T-Mobile Arena. Bird hits a hard one up the middle, Stepna all over. They're going to try and turn two. They got just enough time here. Ibarra fires, but for the 3rd time in 3 tries, he spikes it into the ground on that double play attempt.
Yeah, you probably want to be able to at least make half your throws from that that distance on second base, but 0 for 3 for Ibarra.
Yeah,
Lucky for them, they have a big-time lead.
He's got that baseball mindset where he has to hurry, but he had a lot of time there with his power in his arm to slow it down. I shouldn't even be talking about this. I don't want him to start doing it, you know. It's actually, I kind of do. It's all about the league. It's all about the product we're putting on here, and the better everybody gets, the better product that's going to be featured for all of our viewers.
Yeah, lucky for you, you are the owner-manager of the Lightning, so even if players get better, you're not playing, so it wouldn't matter.
You're right. Stepna throws it by Goot. I'm waiting for players to get better. You know, that's what I want. I want everybody to get better. I'm an average guy. That's about it. When people get better than me, they'll be out there immediately.
Subpar at best. And we're going to go into the top of the 4th. The Vaderz rolling out 7s right there on the 1s.
And halfway through here.
Yeah, dominating.
7-zip after 3. Vaderz are up about 13-1 in the last 6 or 7 innings, and they're really pouring it on here. Spurrier found a little something last inning, though. Let's see if he can build on that. And,
yeah, you don't hold down the 1s for very long, but it looks like the Vaderz have kind of found a little bit of kryptonite, and they're using it against the 1s as Chen goes right after GK's monitor right there, and Chen kind of gave the old, sorry, GK. GK looking at the monitor, looking for cracks right now. He is not happy. He is dogging Chen right now. And look at Chen. He's like, I'm sorry, I didn't try to. GK has the power, you know. He just has that aura around him that people know. Don't mess with my stuff. And yeah,
here's Stepna. He's leading off. Vader's trying to tack on a few more.
Can you close that poll with the X right there so I can see the chat? Thank you.
Good take. That's a good take. I feel like a lot of batters chase that one right there. It kind of looks like it's sliding back into the zone, but that one just maintains outside. Stepna in a good hitting count. Now he's in a great hitting count, 3-1. Really zone up one pitch, one spot here. Try and put a good swing on something. Spurrier's got to throw a strike. I believe he has a walk. Beautiful 54 to the outside. A little fastball, it looked like, actually. It's hard to call it a fastball. Straight ball. Stepna in the 5-6 hole. AK doesn't get down on it and knock it down. Tries to use his hand, and yeah. I don't know. I think AK should go back to the outfield trench. He made absolutely ridiculous plays in the outfield last week, and at shortstop,
You're crazy.
Although
Listen,
he's
dude.
excellent, I'm just not feeling it.
No, you leave him right where he needs to be. You don't take an all-star shortstop.
Did you
and
see
just,
he made the best play in
get it.
PLW history on a ball he took 62 steps on and caught, full layout in right field, and then he went one-handed over the wall and caught one, and he's premier in the outfield as well, so I'm not sure I completely agree.
Who are you going to put there?
Spurrier, Chen, and Goot is fine. Spurrier's on the mound, though, so I guess that's part of the reason
Welcome
why.
to the game, Chad.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough out here.
TikTok, you got to get over to Twitch right now. You're watching 4th inning of game number 2. You guys don't even get to see the count the speed of the pitches, instant replays, Skycam 1. You get to see none of that action. You have to come over to Twitch. It is a major production. You're just getting a little bit of the tip of the iceberg, maybe even not the tip, just like the very, 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 very tip of what we do here. Get over to Twitch. See you in a minute.
Here's Ibarra, MVP candidate still. He's having an okay night here. He hits another one hard. AK gets down for this one. Goot cleans up the trash, hits Chen, and another shorted throw. That one was going to be late, though. A little bit too much going on out there to get that under 5 seconds. Fielder's choice out at second. Batter moves to first base. 2 outs. It's going to bring up Gio, who Spurrier better be smart with here.
Yeah, and if anybody on the Vaderz right now, Gio is making the best contact.
Good pitch by Spurrier. Fools him a little bit with a nice little kind of dropping slider that finds the inside.
I love that.
What's up there, Cummings? I can't read your name. Nice to have you listening. He's just listening. He's not watching. So he's depending on us, Trench.
Yeah, as Gio takes ball number 2. This one is for Cummings right now. He's driving to Austin. 2-2 count. Runner on first, top of the 4th. Vaderz all over the ones right now.
7-0. 2 outs. Gio hits one sky high. Couts calls it. Catches it easily. And 2 shutdown innings in a row for Spurrier. And it's...
Gio just broke his bat in half. He is not happy. Oh, man. And there's all day. Look day.
This morning, that's why. You saw Harry Potter.
Welcome, everybody. Chad Phillips and Trench Pacone with you here tonight. We got Jesse Capps and who's down there doing graphics again? Tim Riley.
Tim Riley.
That's right, my boy Tim Riley down there with Jesse Capps in the dungeon.
I'm going to let you guys know. So we have, obviously, we got the Vaderz and Legends, or Vaderz ones tonight. And then we have the Night Owls and the Sand Vipers tomorrow. Where did it go?
You better give me that.
No. Oh, then we have the Bombers and the Owls. Oh, it's the Sand Vipers Snappers tomorrow night.
You're just making stuff up tonight, huh?
Well, it's all over the place. So we have the Sand Vipers Snappers tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, we have the Owls versus the Bombers. And then your Lightning take on the Warbirds Thursday. And then the Legends versus the Cajuns on Friday night. That's a good way to end your night as well. All those matchups are monumental right now as we go through the 10th week of PLW. You know what I need to do? I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to mark out. We need a wipe away marker here, so I could get rid of the series weeks, so I don't have to scan through the whole paper. How many runs are the ones going to score in game number 2? Sparkles?
I think they're going to score 3. They're going to lose 9-3.
9-3?
Yeah, it's my guess.
That's a good guess.
Good. A little, Schmitty, sorry, out in front of these couple of pitches. He's got to sit back a little bit more. He's going to get fooled by some late break here. Stepna's going to get him. Oh, he just blows it by him at 57. Good pitch by Stepna. Smart to heat him up a little bit. Schmitty, a little prone to those hot pitches sometimes.
Spencer Barrick up to bat right now. Remember, I have one of his signed balls. It'd be a bad little pickup. Spencer, very, very good player. Hit a grand slam one time. Love seeing him getting some action on the offensive side. Goes hack attack on that one. Evens up the count 2-2.
Stepna coming in at 58 there, filling the count. Barrick trying to work a good at bat. He doesn't see a lot of them. It's got to get his value while he can, and he hits one out down the line. Barrick pinch hits and tries to get the ones going here. That was a nice piece of hitting there, Trench.
Yeah, kind of got caught up early on a couple pitches before that. Still came out early, but got it on the left base side. A double for Spencer Barrick. That just increased the value of that signed wiffle ball by tenfold as Jay Spur gets
Deep
under that.
back, and it's botched out there a little bit by Eder. Roundy kind of crashed into him as he was trying to catch it, and I don't think the communication was there on that play. It's a dirty single as the ball was played by a fielder before it actually hit the ground to become a single.
You can see Kyle Eder right now, hands on his hips. That's all Tanner Roundy's fault. He's got to let his boy, who was all over that one, make the catch. You can't hear the footsteps of your teammate right there. A lot of spin.
Can he get it in time? He does. Goes to second. It's a long double play. Eder just keeps his out, holds the runner at third by not attempting. It'll still be first and third. 2 outs now for the red-hot Ryan Chen.
Yeah, he really needs to go yard right here, make it a 7-3 game. 2 outs here in the bottom of the fourth, and he's barely has missed home run balls both times up to bat.
Chen hits
That's
one deep.
gone.
Way back, and gone on the board. Chen puts the ones in the game, 7-3. His 4th home run of the night. Looking for a little early player of the week favorite here. Wow, that was crushed.
How many RBIs does he have on the night? He's got to have 7 or 8 for sure if he has 4 home runs. I know one of them, I believe, was a solo shot.
You know what? 7-0 lead. I mean, it might be time to get Stepna out of there. We got him 3 good innings, and now they've kind of seen him. And that's hit hard, but Ibarra right at him makes the play, the throw. But Chen does a little bit of damage. The 3 runs that you kind of called for, Trench, to keep some life in this game. And we're through 4 innings, 7-3 Vaderz.
Yeah, I don't know if the Vaderz are done yet, but good direction for the ones. What a series Ryan Chen has put together so far. As it looks like Buck, is that Buck's father up there? Look at Buck, he's a warbird. Love seeing that. And remember, he'll be playing you guys on Thursday night.
Yeah, they're going to be fully loaded. I already mentioned this once. That Warbirds team this week is coming 100% prepared with their new additions of Levine and Mayo, Mock in town, and
Dodos, Petrakis.
Dodos is angry too. He's angry.
Yeah, when he's angry, watch out. There's a difference between a frustrated Dodos and an angry Dodos, and I would not want to face the Angry Birds Dodos.
If you viewers could do me a small favor, and Dodos will be in the booth tomorrow night and Wednesday night, I believe. If you guys could just tire him out a little bit, maybe ask some stupid questions or something. And
he doesn't get tired
on
out,
his nerve.
man. He is an elite player. He's leading the league in average and on-base percentage right now. Showed. Here's Kyle Eder.
Spurrier's 3rd or 4th inning of work. I think he did get a couple of outs in the 2nd, and then 3rd, 4th scoreless innings to keep his ones in this game, which has been extremely important. That Ryan Chen home run sneaks him kind of in the back door here.
That wind really picking up.
It sounds angry too, Trench. It's kind of swirling around. You really can't tell which way it's blowing, although it's probably blowing out a little bit. Good pitch. Eder can't believe he swung through it. Count moves to 2-2.
Oh, man, it should have been with that swing.
Once was a Viper saying Buck has enough drink for a quad overtime game 3. That's like a quadruple gulp.
Ball 4, I guess. It is ball 4. The count was wrong. I was feeling like it was 3-2, but that's a walk. Spurrier's 2nd. Who do they go to? It looks like the biggest bird is coming in.
Yeah, Austin Bird Bull, he could pitch. I want to thank Hunter Luke for coming in, first-time viewer. Make sure you hit that follow button. You also, if you have an Amazon Prime, you get a free subscription.
I'm gonna say this is Bird's first time on the mound in a month.
Yeah, probably. Sparkles, why don't you try to activate TikTok and get them over here? Let's see how you do.
TikTok, what's going on there tonight? You're in the wrong spot. You're doing it incorrectly currently. If you come get that Twitch app on your phone, just search Premier WIFFLE, and you will find an amazing broadcast there. We got 4 camera angles. We got announcers, umpires. You know, you get to see the whole field, not just this little slice of the field. So come on over to Twitch. We know you're loving it, so just get over there. How was that?
That's B plus.
B plus. All right, B plus. That's I was a C student, so that's really good for me.
What is a C student in 5th grade? What?
Well, that's why I dropped it. I started getting D's in 6th, and I was just done. I failed science in 6th grade. Yeah, I couldn't handle it.
Here's Tanner Roundy. No outs. Runner on first. It's Bird Bull.
Good pitch by Bird to start off. Although Tanner should just be taking there. New pitcher in there. Too anxious. Let's see what the guy's got.
Harley.
That's hit high. Is it going to carry far enough? It doesn't look like it. Barrick steps in, makes a good catch. He kind of squeezed out of his hands a little bit, but the two hands, very important there, Trench. You don't have a big glove on your hand out here.
Oh, I love our players and our fan base in the Twitch chat. Makes it a lot of fun. 475 viewers. Game number 2. I want to see 500.
That's smash.
Is it
That's
gonna go?
deep. That's gone. No, it's not. Yes, it is. Off of Spencer's hands. That ball was kind of a brick dropping out there. It had a ton of heavy spin on it, and you could see it just roll right out of Barrick's hands and over the fence, and there's no such thing as an error on a home run, Trench. That's a bomb. Nate Stepna gives him a 9-3 lead.
Look at Tarantino's getting all sorts of airtime with their model, Spencer Barrick.
You can ask Jose Canseco about that, too. There's no errors on a home run. Just ask Jose.
It's amazing how many times that happens in PLW.
Wow. Yeah,
That
it
might have
really
just
is.
iced the
I thought he
game.
hit that a lot further than he did. That ball was a heavy, heavy ball that he hit. Tanner has been a monster tonight.
You got lucky because you called a home run
Stepna,
ball.
yeah. I did call a home run ball.
And it was short.
I got very lucky.
Like all your putts probably when you're golfing.
No, I putted too hard, Trench. You don't want to come up short. Real tears. He's got real tears going on.
2-1 count to Billy. Now it's going to go to 3-1. Remember, we got people listening in, driving to Austin. They need to know what is going down.
A little hot from Bird. And Billy, not even a sniff at that one. It's a walk.
Look, Tommy's saying, great camera work on Twitch compared to TikTok. That's because TikTok, we only have a phone that does nothing. And on Twitch, we have a guy in a sky cam about 10 feet above with a serious camera.
A center field camera, a guy in a sky cam. We got a camera up in the announcer's booth. We got a camera underneath. And you just got to get over here. Don't watch on TikTok. Watch on Twitch. You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. That guy Deebs, I think I saw you come in and either subscribe or first-time follower. I want to thank you for tuning in to PLW Nation.
Oh, he drills Hut. That's about the 4th time Hut's been drilled tonight. But it looks like that boy's got a little bit of muscle on him down there and probably can handle it. He's wearing Sasai's jersey out there. Maybe Sasai should, pony up and order him a jersey. It seems like he's locked in here. Sasai, get a jersey for your boy, man. What's going on?
And the action that we bring to the game, people think it's like a postseason game. We're halfway through the season. Wait till it gets down to those final 2 or 3 weeks, and people are trying to stay out of relegation. People are trying to make the playoffs. You're trying to hold on to your job. Ethan Ibarra up to bat. 2 outs, runner on first. Vaderz up 9-3.
I'm going to call. I'm 0 for 3 tonight. I'm 0 for 3. I'm calling a home run right here. Bird's going to come into him, and Ibarra's going to hit one a ton. What do you think?
Man, he might post one over this container if it's inside.
Bird might not throw him anything, but Bird's not really aiming for James Stein postage stamps. He's just kind of trying to get it over. So I could see this being a problem right here. Ooh, big swing by Ibarra. Right on it, but fouls it back. Tough to square up with that thin little plastic
do you see
bat.
where your hot cocos are?
They're empty.
That's in the kill box. Okay, but if they weren't, that's going to go all over
Trench,
GK's gear.
They are. Ooh,
A lot of spin.
A lot of spin. Bird knocks it down, stumbles, fumbles, picks it up, throws it
Stumbling and fumbling.
Stumbling, bumbling.
What, Bird?
I'm on fucking van a little too early. I gotta get the full calm down.
Bird, that said, a viewer says Bird scared. I mean, I don't know.
Scared.
That's what he said. I didn't say it. He's got you scared. Bird pouts a little bit, walks away. I think the viewer nailed it right there. He's frightened.
Listen, if the ones could tack on another 3 or 4 here, ice them in the top of the 6th, who knows what could happen in the bottom of the 6th with the ones.
Anything can happen out here. Stepna's still coming back out for the 5th. They've seen him. They're going to come up for the 4th time against him here tonight, and maybe they're more ready. You know, these ones hitters are adjustment prone. They're very solid at working through games. And
Look at our boy GK up there he is full. I love GK, man. Look at that beard. He's got a real man beard. Go back to Look at that. He's looking solid.
Real man beard.
Yeah, got that gray coming in. That's experience. That is veteran beard polished up right there. There's no dude that.
Look at this.
What?
Sneaker Bird isn't the same guy. We need Tim's Bird. That's got a ton of spin. It gets through Stepna. Ibarra with a beautiful play to stab that with his left hand, and finally gets the ball to the backstop here tonight and records that first out. That was a great play. That ball was moving.
Yeah, between Stepna's leg. And that's the importance of staying true to wiffle ball. You got to follow it. Anything could happen. Tons of spin.
That's whacked by
man.
Schmitty. He's got to wait back, Trench. It's has been his problem since day one. He's just out in front, a little too anxious. He sits back another, 0.05 click there, and that ball is way out of here.
Z-Bombs, thanks for the subscription. You are now part of the PLW community. You are locked in. Great community we have here.
A gorgeous little drop at 58 there. Gets under Schmitty's bat. Schmitty lacks the discipline to lay off of that 58 on 1-2, and he's going to have to figure that out.
Yeah, Spencer Barrick up to bat right now. He'd love to get those couple runs he gave to the Vaderz.
So he ripped a double right down the third baseline. The Vaderz have adjusted. Their defense is now way over, shifted toward third. Let's see if he can find...
Oh, man!
Way out of here!
Holy cow!
Holy cow is right! That might be the hardest ball we've ever seen hit down here.
Spencer Barrick goes full attack mode on that.
Spencer, maybe he should be in the lineup there. 2 for 2 with a rocket double, a monster home run, and the ones. They don't even. Wow.
That's what they need. 2-out rally as Jay Spur. Let's see if he can follow that up. That was gone in a flash.
192 feet.
Man. You saw that one in the trees too, huh, Sparkles?
I did. I saw that come out of the tree, yes. That one fell out. I was hoping it would hit the one that was stuck in the tree that I see up there.
Yeah.
It missed it, though.
Okay.
It was hit too far.
Man.
Mike Stanton swing, I like it.
Crushed it as you see Nate Stepna off the mound.
They got a 5-run lead. It feels like a good time to get Stepna out of there right now and show him a new arm, and the new arm can sometimes sneak a few outs before they know what happened. We're in the leadoff spot here. Spurrier's 5th time through.
Trapper, welcome to the show. First time chat. Welcome him or her.
55 on the paint. Stepna. He can afford the solo home run. No big deal. Yep. Vaderz up by 5.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. A solo shot, not that big of a deal if you're up by 5 or 6. Those things happen, wind blowing out. Of course, Spencer Barrick really got around on that one, put all his power into it. But the Vaderz up 9-4 in full control. Can Bird shut down the Vaderz here and bring the ones back up? In a desperation inning, they need to score at least 5 if the Vaderz don't score anymore.
The lower hitters in this league, they get free shots to hit home runs because when I'm a pitcher out there and I just faced Ibarra, Gio, Eder, Tanner, and all of a sudden here's some, I'm just not going to throw anybody in the bus, but Kenny Santiwan comes up. It's God, I have to have this guy. So it's like, let me just get one over. Let me get up in the count here against this guy. And then he's got a free shot to get that home run right there, or get a hard hit ball at least and get a hit. But until he proves that he can do that, it's just going to be, come on, hit it, Kenny.
Yeah, perfectly put. I mean, as pitchers in the league, as we know, it's like you're going to have to beat me I got to see it, and then they do it.
And then they do it. Like, no, we saw the Bombers, Lonell get one, Shirley get one, and there's been several examples of that this year. Like, finally you got a guy you can get, you got to throw one to him. Oh, that's tough. You can't have that strike against Gio. It's going to be so hard to get him out.
I'm agreeing with what you're saying, Sparkles, but there's one person in the league that hasn't made anything of that shot. And it's my co-commentator right here, Sparkles. They see you up there. They're throwing strikes. Why can't you do it? Come on, man. You have to hit one out before you retire on the offense. You have to.
Who says I'm retiring? I got 9 years left. I got 18 seasons left.
Everybody wants. I mean, that might be the most prized wiffle ball ever if you could hit a home run. There's
Smashed by Gio. Doesn't get to the wall. Spencer cuts it off. Keeps the double play in order here. And here's Eder. Kind of a hot and cold kind of guy here. He's got a ton of power. He's got a ton of strikeout potential, and it's kind of one or the other, it seems, with this guy.
I feel like Bull, this is an Eder-style pitcher. Inside, you're probably going to see a lot of balls come in, and Eder likes to really turn on them.
It's a good take. It's very important to take the balls and swing at the strikes. And
Tommy, it's not about the over and under of Sparkle's home runs this season. Its career is .5. That's your over and under for home runs in your career, Sparkle.
0.5 under a quarter. Bird's slinging a little too much out there. You see when these pitchers get outside their frame of their body, it becomes a lot more difficult to control your location. And Bird down 3-1 here to Eder. Eder's going to be looking to crush something. Oh, he lays off. That's a really good take. That ball kind of fell.
Yeah, Eder, known to swing away a lot, is being more patient as a hitter, and he's going to find out when you're patient as a hitter, you're going to see more strikes, and they're going to be able to hit the long ball. Okay, Sparkles has gone out of the booth. Finally, give me some breathing room up here. Oh, man, he's a lot to take in, isn't he, guys? Looks like Llewellyn is going to be up on the mound right now, so the ones are kind of conceding to the Vaderz, and the ones are going to have to put together a Game 3 to not get swept, which you don't hear very much out of one's world. They don't get swept, but a team like the oh no.
The Llewellyn debut, Trench. The Llewellyn debut. This guy is taking...
Oh, you're getting a phone call. You should take that.
This guy has taken more ribbing in the chats than anybody, and his nickname...
What's his
in
nickname?
the chat? Number 7 pitcher for the ones. That's his nickname. And we have finally a spot for Mr. Dobbins to get Mr. Llewellyn, the number 7 pitcher for the ones, on the mound here. And let's see what he can do. This is high intensity here. He's going to be extra focused, and there's a lot of pressure on him. It doesn't feel like a pressure spot 9-4, but 2 on, nobody out, and he's got to get the job done right now.
Yeah, I remember last week Kyle Eder took the mound, and it was his first time pitching. And it doesn't matter what the score is. You want to produce for your team. You definitely don't want to walk out. You don't want to give up runs.
Trent, you don't want to see your numbers when you go look at the stats. And you don't want to see that 9.64 ERA. So, yeah.
GK's calling time right now.
What's he doing?
He sees something. I like it. He's just he's in charge of the game, man. He's in charge of pace of play. He's in charge of everything technical.
That was a good little pitch. It was 57, but it was a good little pitch. It had a lot of movement on it. It was bearing down, which is where you got to live in this league to be successful, especially the Tanner, who can handle the high ball so well. And that's up by his face at 54.
You know, if he doesn't control his pitches, he's going to be the number 8 pitcher in that chat.
Well, who's going to go to 7? It's not Dobbins. Barrick? It's not Barrick. That's a ground ball. They go for the easy double play. Spurrier. They're going to try for third and 3.
They stopped it early. It stopped early.
Yeah, that was over 5. Look at Max going to Gannon and GK.
All 3 umpires are meeting. That triple play is late. The double play is good, but the triple play is late.
And Dobbins is saying, I want to
Replay's
see
up,
it
Tom.
right there.
Leave
And
that replay
Tom
up, guys.
Gannon, Dr. Winkley
4-9. Remember 4-9.
is going to go under the hood right now. Behind the strike zone is a dungeon where we handle
It's got to be under
all our
4-9 on the
graphics.
retime.
And all the umpires are going to go underneath. Could this be a triple play? I feel like it's going to be over.
I think it's a half a second
I think it's going to be like 5-4.
Yeah, I agree.
5-4-2.
We've never had a triple play. Well, we have, but not under this format where you have to hit the backstop. First base used to be available in season 1. You could go around the horn to first base, but we pulled first base. It was too easy. And since we did...
And here they come, Chad. They're like the Grim Reapers. Dun, 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 dun. And there's the call by Dr. Winkley.
So out at third, out at second for a double play. The triple play is late, and that makes perfect sense. Good job by the umpires to get together here.
I get it.
That's the number 7 pitcher for the ones, though, picking up a couple of outs for his ERA. The worst part about baseball, though, let me tell you. So he inherited those 2 runners, and he gets a beautiful double play ball. But guess what? That runner on first base is his now. Even though he came into a first and second nobody out spot and got 2 outs, he now is responsible for that runner on first. And the book is closed on the prior pitcher.
Okay.
It's pretty big, Trench.
Top 6, Vaderz up 9-4. Count's going to be 2-2. Runner on first after that double play. Nate Stepna in the box, looking at a Llewellyn pitch. Comes in hot, 64. It's going to fill the count up 3-2.
Yeah, Llewellyn's got to learn to get that ball to work a little bit more for him. He's trying to get his arm to do the work. But once you speed the arm up, then the ball almost slows down for you, but reads hot. There's a good drop by Llewellyn. And the number 7 pitcher for the ones works 2 batters for 3 outs in one of the most impressive innings in the history of PLW.
Stop that, Chad.
3 outs, 2 batters.
I get it.
Number 7 pitcher.
I get it.
Do the math.
I get it.
Do the math.
We're going to go into the bottom of the 6th of ones. They're going to try to rally and see if they can force extra innings or win it in walk-off fashion.
Hey, Stepna looking for a complete game against the Vaderz. That's, against the ones. That's no light task there. He's trying to go the distance here. He's been very solid.
Go the distance.
This is our field of dreams, so very appropriate. Dreams.
Yeah, it is our field of dreams, and we got over 140 guys that come out here, stream team, players, just have been culminating on this Hideaway field for a long time now, and a lot of these guys are ballers, and like I was saying earlier in the series, it's a testament of the style of play that these guys, the intensity that is featured here in the PLW, it just transitioned over to the players.
Ridiculous first pitch by Stepna, nicking the outside bar, but it was 57, no good. Cout's having a little bit of a slow night at the plate here. Look for him to get rolling if the ones want to get one game here tonight. At least get some momentum into game 3.
That'll give you some momentum.
That's a double. Couldn't get down on that. It was pretty much by him before he even reacted, though, so you can't really expect him to get to the ground sometimes on that. It was 2 steps to his left and 100 miles an hour, so it's a double for Couts. Here's Chen. Got to find a way on base. Forget the home run here, Chen. Find a way on.
And Jay Spur's mom is going to come to the field next week. I love meeting the parents and wives and friends and cousins of all the players and fans and whatnot. It really makes it very special. I know Andrew Leday's father is coming to the game this Friday. It's going to be against us, and I know Andrew's dad is a big Trench fan listening to the broadcast as Ryan Chen's looking at a 3-1 pitch.
Oh, he swings at ball 4 there. He needs to take that, get his way on. They need 3 more base runners to bring the tying run up here.
Jay Spur's mom, I expect nothing less than a PLW hug. Maybe I'll give you a signed ball as well.
Chen has to fight that one off. Wasn't sure if it was going to clip that inside bar. And 3-2, he's got to play a little bit of defense. Earns another pitch.
And that is Papa Burner.
Oh, and it's 54 to the outside bar. Stepna dealing here in the 6th inning. Very impressive effort from Nate tonight. That's the Vaderz made this trade where they traded the Rooshes, remember. The Rooshes were traded for... or Ryan Roosh and somebody else. I don't remember exactly, but that was the deal for Stepna, and he's really starting to step up for the Vaderz. Bird hits one hard. That gets to the wall It's going to be a dirty double, I believe. Doesn't matter, though. Kaut scores regardless from second, makes it 9-5. Bird moves to second.
Yeah, if Chen could have been a little bit more patient right there, there'd be runners on first and second, and say Bird does hit that single, there'd be no outs, runners.
Tying running the on-deck circle.
And that means a lot. And Goots, he comes up clutch a lot. Let's see if they could be patient here.
That's gone. Way out of here. Adrian Gutierrez with a bomb to make this game 9-7.
Right. You are never out of it when you're the ones. He put a lot of oomph into that.
And look what we have here. Billy back after getting kind of rocked in the beginning of game one. He says, give me the ball. 9-7, I want it. I want my save. And he's coming in.
What a game we got brewing. Only one out. Billy up on the mound. Obviously, he's a rock star, pitches lights out, but he has been getting hit by the ones you saw in game number one. Can they get a couple runners on and give the ones a chance to tie this up or walk it off?
TikTok, we got a great ending here to game two. We're playing 3 games tonight. So why don't you come on over from TikTok to Twitch, search Premier Wiffle on Twitch, catch the end of game 2 here. We're going to roll right into a big game 3. It looks like the Vaderz are going to take a 2-0 lead, but the ones have something to say about that here in the bottom of the last.
Yeah, just a pop-up right now to even mid-outfield is going to go for a ride as the winds are really kicking up.
Yeah, we're up to about 14 miles per hour, kind of blowing right out to left field right now, left center field.
And Billy hasn't pitched in a minute. I want to thank Hag for that subscription with Prime for 3 months. And he goes down 2-1.
Yeah, the tying runs in the on-deck circle, so a walk is the absolute worst thing that could happen here.
Oh, goes down 3-1.
He's working a little too quickly, I think, sometimes, and he's not in rhythm. When you're in rhythm, working quickly is effective, but he's out of rhythm. 4 quick balls.
Spencer Barrick, who launched a laser to left center, now up to bat. 1 out, pressure situation for both of these guys.
Ooh, Billy with
nasty.
Was that a knuckle curve, it looked like?
I think
almost?
the wind just took it as Icer, welcome to the show, locked in.
Little Mike Mussina action on that one.
Never, boy, never.
That's
No way!
Is it gone?
He ties up the game! Oh my gosh! Spencer Barrick has tied it up for the ones off Billy Santiwan, on pace to be the Cy Young Award winner. The ones only 1 run away from winning this game. This series is unbelievable. Spencer Barrick coming up clutch, Sparkles.
8-8 in the first game into extras. It's 9-9, bottom 6. Who knows what's going to happen next? Each team throwing punch after punch.
Spencer Barrick doing it. And now the ones need to be patient and try to win this. Only 1 out. Are we going to see back-to-back extra inning games? You can never count the ones out. This is an unbelievable series, one of the best we've ever seen.
I did state that both of these teams are number 1, 2 in the league and at the peak of their prowess right now. Full teams here, and they are putting on a show. Santiwan settles back in, strikes out. Spurrier, here's Couts.
Could you imagine if Adam Couts walks this off with the dump of a series he's had so far?
I'll wake up to 268 messages tomorrow if that happens.
Let it. We're going to let this play out, Sparkles. Let the fans have it. He was going man-hack to try to win that one.
No more words, Trench.
No more words.
Couts using his ability to switch sides of the batter's box. The batter was allowed to switch sides 1 time. I believe it's the first time we've seen it this season. I could be wrong. It might have happened 1 other time.
And Gannon saying, is this... I don't even know if Gannon knows this could happen either, GK. Yep. And Gannon is looking to you, Sparkles, because you're the man who has written the Bible of the PLW rules. You get it 1 time.
1 switch per at bat only.
Here we go. This would be an epic win.
I love this move by Couts to switch sides of the batter's box. He's on it, though. Billy has it. Throws it out. 8-8, game 1 into extras. 9-9, game 2 into extras. Holy cow. Hold on to your hats, folks.
Listen, if you're on TikTok, you are just missing out. Make sure you get to Twitch. The production value of this is second to none. You're just seeing a little pizza slice of what we do. It's an appetizer. Twitch.tv/Premier WIFFLE. Get over here now. Spencer Barrick. Can you believe it?
I can't actually, Trench. I cannot believe defensive specialist Spencer Barrick pinch hit in the middle of this game, ripped a double down the line, ripped a home run, and then ripped a home run to tie it up. I mean, whoo!
Wow.
He switched sides of the plate, so the pitcher must declare his arm to begin with the at-bat. The batter then chooses his side of the batter's box,
okay,
and he's allowed to switch to the other side of the batter's box one time per at-bat. So after he swung and missed, he got a little bit of uncomfortable feeling, and he tried to go to the other side. Didn't work out. Here's Santiwan leading right back off. Schmitty on the mound. Once again, game on the line. Who do they go to? Schmitty right back out there.
I mean, I think they have to. They got to save some innings for game number 3.
I might go to Chen here at this point. That's hit.
Long.
Punched
fly
up.
ball.
Barrick
Spencer
has it.
Barrick grabs that. Every fly ball that's out there is moving. It's shaking. It's curving. It's slurving. These plays that the players are making, though it might look easy on film, when you're out here at Hideaway Field, it is a very difficult play to make.
The light's on you, the spotlight's on you, the 500-600 viewers are on you, and difficult task sometimes. Hutt gets a good pitch to hit there, can't square it, fouls it off.
Man, this great game is great. How many innings is game 2 gonna go, Sparkles?
Under 7.5. Somebody's winning it here. I'm going to have the ones winning this. Why wouldn't they tie this series up? Force the rubber match. Hutt with a good eye there, moves the count to 2-2. Here comes a 12-6 spinner right now, right down the gut. Nope, bounced it. Good choice by Schmitty, but not quite effective enough to get Hutt to chase.
Yeah, you got to get him to chase right here. You do not want to walk Hutt.
Hutt hits it good, but Spurrier, great hands down there, gets in front of it, uses his hands out in front of his body, and makes an easy second out. And the ones move to slight favorites here in this game. One more out, but guess who's up?
Ethan Ibarra, the smack attack. Wind blowing out. I think this is advantage Ibarra right here. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a good hold of one.
Uh-oh, that's deep, and Barrick is there.
What a play by Barrick. Catches it off his shoelaces, and the ones don't give up any runs. And Ryan Chen is going to be the player up to bat right now, and you know he's thinking one thing, Sparkles, and what is it?
He's thinking, I'm going to end this game right now. I have 4 home runs tonight. My over-under is 5.5 that was set in a poll about 10, 20 minutes ago, and I got to get one more, and I'm going to get one more in game 3 and go over that total. That's what Chen is thinking. Tanner Roundy out to the mound.
This is a good play, I believe, by the Vaderz. Roundy really iced the ones for a moment in game number 1. What a series we have. Absolutely, Nick Kidd, great play by Spencer Barrick. Remember, Spencer Barrick had a ball hit to him that he should have caught. That was a 2-run shot that went over the fence, which was an error. He totally redeems himself by hitting a home run and then catching a great shoelace ball right there in right center.
That ball had a ton of topspin to end that inning. It looked like it was hit a lot better than it was, especially to that wind alley that we've established toward that scoreboard out in right center. But
we did it, Sparkle. Sorry to cut you off. 533 viewers. They know where it's at.
Yeah, don't go anywhere. We got another game left after this one. We got Ryan Chen up looking to walk this thing off.
Watch for an opposite field if he comes curve.
Yeah, this game was 7-0, remember, Trench, and then it was 9-3, and the ones 9-3 in the 5th, and they've managed to tie it back up with 3 different pitchers for the Vaderz out here right now.
If that was any lower, Chen was going to take a hack out of that, and the game would have ended 10-9.
Remember, Roundy's the guy that needs a little bit of time to find his stuff, and it's been about 45 minutes to maybe even an hour and change since he's been on the mound. I think he's our Game 3 starter. I also think this is his 5th inning of work, so he can't go too deep in Game 3.
Yeah, I'm curious to know how many innings Billy Santiwan has.
In between games, I'm going to go down there and get the inning breakdown so everybody knows how many innings these pitchers have left.
Oh,
absolute filth to the bottom inside corner.
How does he come with a pitch like that? 3-1 count, 6 screw coming in, inside pipe at double nickels.
Wow, beautiful pitch. Chen hits
That's
one
game.
deep.
Game's over.
Ryan
Chen, he ends the game. Ryan Chen goes oppo, and the ones come back down 7-0, 9-3, and win the game 10-9. He's running those bases real fast, and the Chain Gang coming with that hardware. A brutal loss by the Vaderz. We're going to go to a rubber match,
Well,
Sparkle.
we got a brutal loss by the ones. We got a brutal loss by the Vaderz. We got a game 3 rubber match. Don't go anywhere.
Wow, Vaderz vaporized in that game. An unbelievable. Look at this instant replay. If you're on TikTok, you don't get to see that because you're not making smart decisions. You got to come over to Twitch. Ryan Chen. Was that his 5th home run? 4th? I don't know. An unbelievable game. I'm out of words. I need 20 seconds. Roll it. Roll it. I need a minute. My voice is going to go. What a game. I mean, we're friends with all these guys. We're tight. We have a million different, messenger chats and whatnot. Man, it is going to be lit up after this series. There's going to be a rubber match. Can you believe that? What a collapse by the Vaderz. 7-0. Then 9-3. Spencer Barrett catches a ball, goes off him, home run. And then totally redeems himself. And then Chen, the bottom of the 7th. Oppo Boppo. First, 4th of the night? 5th? I don't know, 10 home runs? He's good. Guy's amazing. Sparkles is going to find out what the pitchers are going to be for game number 3. Kirby Bucket is going to get the start for the ones for game number 3. And I think if we put a little catapult on him, like in Braveheart when they're firing those little rocks or whatever, all flamed out. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go over the schedule one more time. Snappers, Sand Vipers tomorrow. Make sure you tune into that. Tom Gannon on the mound. Wednesday, Bombers versus the Night Owls. Thursday night, Lightning, Warbirds, Brandon Mile going to be making his debut. Peter Maccabee coming out as well. Full force, Jim Dodos. Lightning, hot though. Cody Runnels on pace to win Rookie of the Year. And then Friday night, Legends versus Cajuns. Andrew Leday and the gang versus a very stacked Legends crew out there. And it looks like Sparkle Phillips is coming back. Sparkles, you were down there for a moment. What kind of intel did you get?
So Chen, Schmidt, and Spurrier each have 4 innings left.
So they could go for another minute.
And then on the other side, it's Tanner and Stepner with 3 innings left apiece.
Okay.
And Billy Santiwan with 5 innings left.
Oh, so each one of those guys.
I'm expecting Tanner to be the starter. He's the guy they have left to start.
Tell me more.
I'm expecting Schmitty to be the starter as I see him walk out to the mound with some balls in his hand.
Okay, you're done.
What
a game, Sparkles.
What 2 games? And what are we going to get in game 3 here in this rubber match? This is for first place in the league right now. Whoever wins this game is in first place. If the Vaderz win, they're 1.5 games in first place. If the ones win, they're a half a game in first place. So the ones need this one, or the Vaderz will find a tiny bit of separation from first to second.
I mean, after the ones looked like they were just kind of hands on hips, Llewellyn's pitching, thinking they just totally just gave this game away. A walk, a hit, a home run, 9-9, 10-9, Chen. Jeez.
Every time I'm in the booth, Trench, we've discussed this about 5 times this year. I get the most ridiculous games every time I come up here. So I've been very blessed this season. This league is really treating the audience and showing some great stuff right now. Defense, offense, pitching, everything is just, I almost feel like all 3 are just as important right now. You got to get the outs on defense when you can. You got to have pitchers.
That Spencer Barrett ball, I mean, somebody please get some wiffle
By the
ball
way,
points.
he signed that before he went 3 for 3. So since he signed that ball, he's the best player in PLW.
Unbelievable. 2 home runs.
And a rocket
great
double.
Catches.
He did boot one over the wall, though. You remember? That was a little rough.
The defensive specialist.
All right, we got Schmitty taking his final warm-up pitch. We got Ibarra in the box, anxious to go.
I'm going to need Kirby Bucket to bring me home.
Making it about myself? How is it about myself? It's nothing to do with me.
Who do you guys like?
Yeah, get your wiffle points in. Let's see what that line looks like.
One more time, TikTok. Listen, you're getting one camera view. Make sure you come over to Twitch. When we talk about instant replays and close-ups and seeing the miles per hour and the times and all that, you guys don't get to see it. So you're only getting like 10% of the action. You need 110% over at twitch.tv/ Premier Wiffle. Look at Nate Stepna. Making sure he's taking his medicine right there. If we could get off that, that'd be great. Whew! There's Cuba Dave. Is he wearing a ones chain? Where'd he show up? Cuba Dave.
Let's play ball.
Let's go.
Schmitty on the mound, Ibarra in the box. We are ready to go.
What's
for
in the box?
The most unlikely rubber match we've seen this season.
Counter up, Vaderz.
10-9, 10-8. And what's game 3 going to bring? 2-0? Is that what we're going to get here, Trench?
A perfect game.
I'm not sure a perfect game is on the table here tonight with these
not?
offenses. Ibarra gets too much spin on that one. Chen makes an easy little grab coming forward. Schmitty, one pitch, one out. 17 outs to go for Schmitty. I think Schmitty had 7 innings left or 6 innings left. No, 4 innings left. That's right. Schmitty only has 4. Gio just smashing everything right now.
Does he ever get out, that guy?
Gosh.
Does he ever get out?
Just a monster he's becoming up here. He's starting to get this timing down. Wiffle points, get them in. You're looking at a pretty close line right here. We should have way more wiffle points bet here.
Going over the top. Turn the hat around for a minute.
Oh, there you go. Here's Eder.
Man, I feel like this game, like game 1 was like 2 weeks ago.
Chen's got 5 home runs tonight right
5
now.
tonight?
5, and he's still got a full game left. I mean, who's going to beat him for player of the week right now? Not you.
I know.
Not me.
Oh, he is mad.
Schmitty doing the early shimmy out there. 2 outs. Battistoni on first. Here's Roundy.
I didn't bring my hats tonight. Can't wear those ones hat. I think there's a little of a... I don't even know if I have one.
Oh, watch out. Watch your lips. There's only 32. You're okay. Sheet music.
That's it.
500 viewers tuning in for game number 3. And again, this game's going to be all about feel. Got to feel it out. Jab, jab, jab. Hook, jab, jab. And then combinations coming in.
In like the 5th, I think the combinations start coming in this one. Schmitty sneaks one by at 55. Roundy steps out, regroups. 2-2.
This isn't my only night commentating. It's one of my slow weeks. But I
Okay.
do play on Friday night.
All right. I'm going to be up in the container Friday night, just so you know, watching that series.
Are you?
Yep, I got that night off. I'm my 2nd or 3rd career night off out here. Pretty looking forward to it, big time. Big time looking forward to it.
Yeah. I got to tell you, after years and years of PLW, it takes its toll as Tanner just do what he
Again,
does.
right up the middle. It's like almost impossible to defend. Schmitty's falling off the mound a little too much out there. He's definitely not in great defensive position after he finishes release, and there's just no defender that really can play there.
Who was that one pitcher? Was he for the Phillies that would pitch and like fall off the mound? Remember that guy?
Mitch Williams?
Yeah.
Is that who? Yeah, I think I got it.
1-1 count. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. The ones need to not give up anything right here. Ride that momentum of game number 2.
Somebody's asking who's in the booth tomorrow. I can give you that information. Tomorrow we got Jim Dodos and Bragg Ogden, and then on Wednesday, we got Jim Dodos and Chris Warfield.
Ooh, a couple warbirds up there. That's a good duo.
Schmitty, little hot, little high. Stepping lays off. We go full. Of course I am, Purdy boy. Of course. Excited for you to come show up and pitch some good innings for us. Spurrier plays that in foul ground. Might have come back. It was starting to float back. I think he could have stayed back on that a little bit more. Let it bounce one more time and see what that next bounce had in store. Step and it takes. Oh, it's 56.
Watch
It's
these
a
numbers.
walk.
Watch this chat. Sparkles is going to light
Man,
up.
it looked good, but what a tough league to get outs in. That's why the defense has become so important. You can't make mistakes on defense or you are looking at big, crooked numbers. Here is Billy Santiwan in the 6-hole, Ibarra on deck.
What do you think about where AK is playing a little bit? Would you shade about like 7-8 feet to your left side?
I mean, he doesn't. Yeah, I don't like this defense against Santiwan here. And he smashes it up the middle. It looked like a clear right side to me. It was certainly close. It landed kind of over the right corner of the bag. I could consider it being right or left. I don't have it clear, so it was really close.
Yeah, when it's close like that, I think you're
Tom
just
looks at me. The rule is clear right side. It crossed the infield clear right side, but by the time it actually landed, it was kind of directly over second base.
Watch out for Ibarra in this situation. Wind starting to pick up. And I think the ones really needed to get out of that inning without giving up any.
So it matters that it was 56 because it's a 55 and under league to get a called strike. Pitchers can do whatever they want. They can throw as hard as they want, but if they want to get a called strike, it has to be 55 or under. One of the biggest strategies you're going to face in this league is recognizing hot pitches, knowing when to throw hot pitches, knowing who's going to chase hot pitches. Because from 55, it's about 85. So if you throw 65, you're up near 100 miles an hour reaction time for the batter. Very difficult. Ibarra,
Great.
not used to seeing that.
Pitch by Schmitty, only giving up 2 right there. The ones know that they could accumulate a lot of runs. It's going to be another shootout, I think, Sparkles.
I mean, probably 7-7 extras or 10-10, one of the two.
Why not? Hey, Lee, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to
3 months, too, not just 1 month.
W Nation. Everybody say hello. This is a great community that we have here at Hideaway Field. This is our 4th season. We also had that little season 0 as well, kind of feeling it out. Season 1 and 2, feeling out our rules. You're kind of the Bible of all the rules that have been written and what kind of defensive alignments and everything. And season 4 is the first real season that
I see somebody in the chat asking, how do you get into the league? Well, there's 2 ways into the league.
Go.
Managers can use one of their chips. Everybody was given 1 chip when the league
Free
started.
agent chip.
Free agent chip. There's only 2 chips left in the entire league. So if you're a stud and you're going to be
Don't
ridiculous
ramble
out
on
here,
for 10 minutes. Make it
maybe
10
somebody with a
seconds
chip.
or less.
The other way to get into the league is through the draft. The draft will be in June. We'll have a tryout in mid-June, late June. I'm not sure exactly when it is, but it'll be in June. And then there'll be a draft. And, the managers are going to be looking to improve their teams at that point. So if you think you can play this game, you better get some practice in first because you're going to come out here and be in a little bit of trouble when you do, whether you realize it or not. So was that 10 seconds or was that like 20?
Yeah, you need to be better at recognizing.
Oh, we got Kenny Santi 2 on the mound right
GK
now.
saying there's only 1 chip left, Sparkles.
Are you sure? I think the Warbirds have one. Oh, they did. You're right. There's only 1 chip left in the league. The Night Owls just spent the second to last chip on a player that I cannot recall his name this last week.
I remember I saw him, was kind of struggling a little bit as rookies do. It's not easy to come into this league with some of the best wiffle ball players in the nation and do some damage.
Nope, it is not. 14 years old is not going to work. It is a 21 and over league. You do have to be 21 to be in this league. Mateo.
I don't know about. I mean, they could only go to Kenny Santiwan right here, and we knew he's going to at least walk 1, if not 2, right here. As AK-47 Adam Couts is up to bat, and expect big things from him if he sees a pitch.
I'm surprised they didn't just go to Tanner. He's got 4 innings left. Let him get in this rhythm with this lead and get him into the middle of the game. Couts hits a missile. Nope.
And looks like Gannon's going to walk out there to make sure, and he says, no, it did not touch the wall. It's just going to be a single, but that's going to move J-Spur over to third, and the one's immediately threatening the Vaderz against Kenny Santiwan.
That's only 2 batters. He's got to face 3 batters. I'm going to assume that this is his last batter under all circumstances, Trench.
Yeah, they're going to go straight to either Tanner or Billy or Stepna. Oh, man, if Chen sees a pitch in the zone, it's going to be 3-2. One's real fast. Great eye by Chen. It's going to be 3-1. And remember, if he walks, the bases are going to be loaded. Puts the next pitcher in a tight jam, and that's gone.
That's over 5.5. That's his 6th home run of the night, giving the Ones a 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the first. Trench, wow, what a night this is. These two teams are locked and loaded.
Sparkles, I'm going to ask you a question. I want you to answer honestly. Is he the best player in PLW right now?
Like I said, long game, baby.
That's his 6th home run. That's his 6th home run, Sparkles.
Man, it's hard to say no to that question. I'm trying hard to think of somebody better, and I'm not coming up with it. He's picking up steam as this season's going on.
He's getting better as the season's going on.
A little slow start he had, but he is...
How many home runs is that for Ryan Chen on the season? He's definitely the PLW Player of the Month cart right there.
Bird a little out in front of that one, gets a little tip. It's into the zone.
Yeah, I knew if Kenny hit the pan right there. Chen's just so fast with his hands.
Gosh, man. I'm not allowed to talk about myself, so I won't.
Well, there wouldn't be much to say.
Had Chen's number.
Oh, God. I hear about the Sparkles Chen.
I had Chen's number. Counts, different story. As we see Bird strike out, Santiwan sneaks one by him.
A lot of people are saying Chen, best player in the league right now, and it's hard to argue that. It really is.
It is his pitching.
There's only a few people that when they're locked in that I'm scared of when I face them or have played with. Adam Tanek, Ryan Chen, Jim Dodos.
I got to throw Counts on that list, man. He's having a tough night tonight, kind of. He's got a few hits, though. It's not that tough, but I don't know where to pitch to that guy.
But when it comes to people that can hit 4, 5, 6 home runs, Cout's not really in that conversation. The other 3, though, could have nights just like this.
So Corral had a 6 home run about a month ago, and that's the record right now, a 6 home run night. And now Chen has 6 right now as we see Kenny Santi 2 walk out. And who are they going with? Billy? Tanner?
I think they'd go Tanner.
Stepna?
It looks like Kyle Etter is making an appearance on the mound. And I like this. He kind of was dancing on the mound last week.
I don't like this. I think this is crazy. I think this is absolutely crazy right now. I think they have a couple of stud pitchers available. Maybe Billy's a little scared of his ERA blowing up anymore against this Ones team. I'd go Tanner right now. I'm surprised he's not in. He's been the most dominant pitcher that we've seen here tonight, I believe. His stuff has been electric. He's got 4 innings remaining. I mean, let's just get him out there and see if they can get deep in this game, maybe with an 8-3 lead or something, and go from there. But right now, this is the not look successful decision.
I'm going to agree with Andrew all day, Leday. Etter does have some stuff. Let's see what he does right here. I mean, I don't know if I agree with what's going on, but if he gets you won't know if a pitcher has stuff unless you get him in a game, and it's not like every series you're going to be able to jump on top of a team and just throw a pitcher in there. So you got to throw them in at some point, and they need a pitcher to step up.
They just traded away their middle reliever. We would have seen Burley out here at some point for sure, as you mentioned earlier in the night. Scott Burley was traded to the Vipers last week for a second-round pick and cash considerations. He was kind of their 4 or 5 guy who they would have used it a little bit tonight. Etter with a nice little zip on that. 56, a little hot, but Barrett can't lay off. Count goes to 1 and 2. Slusher has not been on the mound yet tonight. I'm surprised they're not going to him. I don't think they've liked what he's been featuring lately.
Barrett.
That's
going to drop.
Is he 4 for 4?
He's the best player in the...
He's 4 for 4 tonight. I mean, what?
He's the best player in the PLW.
God, Spencer Barrick having a monster night.
That man is disgusting right now. Attaboy, Spencer.
Wow. Watch out for Spur. Runner to the left
That's
side.
going to come back? Is it going to come back?
Foul.
I don't know what the Vaderz are doing there, Trench. If that ball
If it hit the pylon, would that be fair?
No, pylon is foul.
Right?
But I guess they had to force it third, so if it did roll back fair right at the bag, he could have just picked it up and stepped on third and had the out. But that was a little dangerous, I think.
Watch out, Spur.
Vader hangs on to that one a little too long.
Somebody please redeem this Spencer Barrick wiffle ball. That'd make me happy if somebody did that.
I think the bets are still open here, Trench. You can still get bets in right now. Let's go. Get your wiffle points in. Who you like? 2-2 pitch, Eder to Spurrier.
Goes
Foam.
home.
See that foam, that little white on top of the strike zone? That's wrapped in foam, so you can hear the sound difference.
A lot of people
when
are
it hits
saying,
it.
why not pitch Slusher? Is he not here?
I don't think they like what he's been featuring lately. And against this one's team, I'm not sure he's the guy to go to. Eder's a little more of a wild card, bigger chance for walks, bigger chance for strikeouts.
Sparkles, this is a very difficult position for Kyle Eder right here, going against one of the better players
you think?
in AK-47. It's going to be either a walk or a very, very hard hit. If not, could go over the fence.
Big swing. Good location by Eder. Good speed at
Great
56.
pitch.
He finds himself up 2. Let's see what he's going to do with this advantage in the
Coming
count.
hot.
Good call. 64. It's down. Not quite as competitive as he would have liked it to be.
Oh, AK looks focused right now. Watch out.
Eder looks focused. Oh, he sneaks it by him. Counts. Goes down, swinging 59 slider. Bearing down, a little back footer.
Bases juiced Ryan Chen up to bat right now.
I mean, I hate to say this, but a walk is not the worst thing ever for the Vaderz right here. But Eder's going to go after him. I'm sure of that. These two guys, pretty big rivals.
Oh, this is as big as it gets. You would never suspect this. If I'm Eder, though, I'm probably going to throw... I got to throw a little bit of heat and see if Chen could swing and miss on something a little bit hot. 58, 59.
Chen 6 home runs on the night right now. That's number 7! That's way out of here!
God.
Grand slam, Ryan Chen. 7-2 ones, 7 home runs. This might be the best performance we've ever seen in PLW history right now.
This is 100% the best performance by a player of all time. Seems fitting that Ryan Chen knocks it off of Kyle Eder right there. An unbelievable performance by Ryan Chen. He is just so locked in. That ball must look like a humongous beach ball to him.
We're not going to have a poll tonight, guys. There's not going to be a poll. We're just going to get Chen up in the booth after the night's over, and we're going to see what he thinks.
I mean, there's nobody else that I would...
Greg Kelly says there's always a poll, but...
Yeah, we'll get the poll.
But I'm the announcer, and I'm saying there's no poll.
No, there'll be a poll.
Ibarra catches that little liner by Bird, and there's a poll. But if you don't vote for Chen, then you're doing it wrong, and we're going to ignore your vote. 7 home runs.
I mean, that's this.
Trench. Are you
I don't
kidding
know.
me?
How many RBIs does he have?
He must have like 15.
13, 14
Oh,
RBIs.
my gosh.
An incredible series by Ryan Chen. Anything even remotely close to the strike zone, he's hitting home runs. And he's also just missed a couple. He could easily have 9 home runs this series.
Yeah, the Vaderz were a couple of outs away from a sweep chance, and now all of a sudden they're 10-1 dogs here to win the series. It's
Tommy Turner with the... You know how I give the MVP comment of the
chat.
night?
Yeah. You got Tommy Turner?
It's Tommy Turner. That ball had a stewardess on it. Done.
He wins?
He won it.
Well,
It doesn't matter what somebody else says.
It doesn't. Yeah.
That's the winner, Tommy Turner.
Stewardess.
Unbelievable. I hope they serve drinks on that flight.
The ones having a tough time deciding who they want pitching out here tonight, and they're going to Spurrier here, and it's only the second inning. Trench, it's only the second inning. Second.
Incredible performance.
15? We got 15 in line here?
No, it's not going to happen. But listen, it started with Kenny Santiwan, I believe. I think they needed to go someone else because that was going to either be 2 walks and then Kyle Eder. It wasn't going to end well. This is exactly what was expected. If on paper, Sparkles, you saw that exact matchup, this is about what the score it'd be like 5-2 or 6-3 or 6-2, something like that. If you saw the matchups.
I don't know, 15. You sure nobody's going to score 15 this game? I mean,
Nah,
9
they'll
runs
settle
in the
down.
first inning. 9 times 6 is 54.
Good job.
And, I mean, that's 15.
Remember, the Vaderz, also a power-hitting club, so being down 7-2 right now is not a big deal. You want it?
No. I said, want to see if you wanted it.
I might hold off to it, otherwise I have to have Kirby bucket.
All right.
Take me home. And then Jay Spur.
That's a
with
big
the
walk.
early
That's
walk.
a big walk for the Vaderz.
I mean, we've seen it.
It's probably 75% that guy scores right now this inning.
Yeah, I mean, in a 7-2 game, this could easily be 7-5 after this inning.
It's so early. They just got to scrap and battle and just keep in it. See if they can find some magic on the mound at some point with somebody out there.
Alicia Goot with a good comment as well. Imagine if AK was even at 70% tonight. Can you imagine if he was rolling?
Yeah, that's how it rolls. It's hard to get all your guys playing at a top level every night.
Goes out 3-1, and all of a sudden it could be runners on first and second, and Jack 7-5.
Spurrier just going to go walk here, Trench. He is.
No.
It looked hot, but it's a great pitch and just finds the inside bar there. 3-2. He's got to throw another. He does not. He throws 9 pitches, walks out, and now the ones need to go elsewhere, and I don't see why it's not AK that grabs the ball. It has to be AK to grab the ball here. This is the mistake they made in game 1, I feel like. They needed to go to AK when they had that 3-4 run lead. They played around a little bit, and they paid for it. And now he's got to be the guy to step up, and he's got to get him 10 outs here and get him deep into this game where Chen can come in and finish it.
Does anybody know the stats of Ryan Chen right now? 7 home runs.
He's got 7 homers. I don't
Probably
know yet.
9 hits, maybe. Or
Does he have any hits that aren't home runs?
That'd be a record as well. Your only
Maybe.
hits are home runs, and 7 of them. And Purple Viking might have retaken the comment. The Vader spelled backwards is Chen's son. I'm going to give them a co-comment.
No, I'm not giving him any credit for that comment. No. It doesn't beat the other comment.
Listen, Purple Viking's been here a minute. How
Yeah.
long you been around, Purple? I'll ask you a question, Sparkles. You're a manager, owner of a team. So Sasai. Is there you said it, a walk here isn't the worst thing. Is there a certain time that you go Barry Bonds on the guy?
On who?
Chen.
Yeah. There's a time that you go Barry Bonds on the guy. You just don't let him have anything. If there's guys on base, you just got to put him on. It seems weird, but it's a different sport. You can't let the guys like Dalby, like Briner, like Tanik, when the game was on the line, those guys are going to beat you at a higher than 50% clip. You just can't let it happen. Tanner, directly up the middle, over the bag for like the 5th time tonight. It's incredible. Absolutely incredible. That was directly over the absolute middle of the bag.
Where did it land, though? And Sasai making it known.
It was right down the middle of the bag.
Middle of the bag as clear as could be.
Sasai not happy at all.
Incorrect.
Love it.
You can challenge it, but you're going to lose probably because it was over the middle of the bag.
Ball, pitch was thrown. No one calls time. I'm in the box. Bullshit. I'm in the box. Way over there.
No, the Vaderz didn't see that right. That was over the middle of the bag. They think it was right side, but it was not. It herked around the right side of the mound, but it turned back.
As we're figuring out which side it's coming from, 2 runners on, no outs.
Stepping it deep, but not deep enough. Barrick under it, makes the catch.
Good.
Now
Hey, warning! You're warned.
Do it.
You're out. You're gone.
Oh, and GK just threw Sasai out of the park, and he's going to have to go.
I like it.
He's going to have to go to the parking lot and leave the stadium.
Hold on just a second. Let me pack my stuff and go.
No, you don't get into your stuff. We get it.
And he's going to have to go. GK with the throw out. And he's done deal. Sasai not happy with the call, as we're going to have to take a moment, as we might have to have security walk Sasai out of there. He was not having the call right there. Sparkles, what do you think about the Greg Kelly decision to throw Sasai, the owner-manager of the Vaderz, out of the game?
I think it's a good decision. In baseball, you don't get to go backwards like that. You don't get to see the results and like rabbit hunt almost.
Skycam, get Alacarn right now, Trevor. Get him walking out of the stadium, Trev.
You don't get to go backwards like that. You don't get to say, after you see the
And
next
look at
play.
Gannon walk in. He is pissed, dude. He is a done deal. And I mean, you have your front man. That's your owner manager. What's the dugout gonna feel like for the Vaderz right there?
You know, I honestly feel like there should be no repercussions for this for Sasai either. He's entitled to do what he did. He didn't go overboard. He handled his business. He made his comment. He didn't like the call. Like I said, he's incorrect. That ball was over the middle of the bag, and you don't get to wait 2 batters and then make comments. It doesn't work that way.
Look, I'm reading some of these TikTok comments. I didn't get to see this. Who got kicked out? It's because you're not on Twitch. We have a sky cam 10 feet in the air zooming in on people. Get over to Twitch now. You're not being able to watch the game correctly. That's why we have that twitch.tv/Premier Wiffle. Download the app already.
That's a first ejection in PLW history.
I love that it's Desai. You know what that shows to his team?
Yeah.
Passion.
I love it, man. I love it. I think he did everything correctly. I'm going to make sure in the sportsmanship board that I vote that Sasai gets no further discipline on this. He's been ejected, and that's what a manager's supposed to do. He's supposed to step up, fight for his team. His team blew game 2. They're down in game 3. He's fighting for his team.
Bases loaded right now, Sparkles.
Yep, and guess who's up? The home run leader in the league once again.
God. You know what Sasai should do? He should bring GK. He should order him some Tarantinos. Calm him down a little bit. I love that GK's blood pressure kind of rose right there.
Avara. Oh, look at AK.
What a play by AK. Says, I'll do it myself.
Double play. They get out of it.
Oh, my God.
They get the cheapie with great hands. They get the top hitter in the league to roll one back to the pitcher. Wow, this is so fast-moving, Trench. What a night. What a night here. This is a PLW. This is the best night we've had in the history of this league. What's going on, everyone? Welcome.
Oh, man. I love I'm 4 hot cocos deep, too.
I'm only 3 deep. A little weak.
Yeah, normally I'm about 8 deep.
You're a little deep in general.
What? What a series we got going on.
They're going to put Eder back out there.
We have
Let's see.
We have teams coming back. Spencer's home runs. Remember, Chen walked it off. Unbelievable. Trench 8 deep. Man, anytime I see your name on the commentating booth, I immediately go to Whole Foods and make sure I get my hot cocos in order.
You go to Whole Foods to get hot cocoa?
Yeah.
That doesn't really sound like the best decision, Trench.
It's the brand that I like.
Oh, I see.
You like to eat chili dogs at 7-Eleven? I like to get my hot cocoa at Whole Foods.
7-Eleven, I don't even know where that is.
Here's Goots.
3 quick balls. I think that was 3 quick balls. It's 3-1.
We need GK to sign a ball that says, you're out of here. I don't know about Eder on the mound right now. As you were saying.
I don't really like it. Tanner needs to be out there, man.
It's
Tanner's
almost like
the
a
guy.
free base for the batter. Ball 4 right there.
The reason I like Tanner so much is because he usually doesn't get hit hard. He might walk out, but he's either really nasty or he just walks out and doesn't really get into that much trouble. That was a poor pitch selection by Eder to come that hot on 3-2. Goot was never offering there.
Read that poll, Sparkles.
Best series ever. Yes, probably. First series I've watched. No, I've seen better. Those are great options right there, but this has been pretty incredible tonight. If it's the first series you watched, welcome. We love having you here. We got 502 viewers right now. The Cy Young Award favorite has taken the ball from Eder, and he is now going to try and get some outs. I believe Billy has 5 innings left, so he can finish this game right now. The ones won't bat in the bottom of the 6th if they're still winning, but if the Vaderz can find their way back and Billy can settle things down here, the Vaderz are not out of this game yet. They got the Cy Young Award winner on the mound. They're only down 4, and they still have 12 outs to work with on offense. So this game is still alive.
Of course it's still alive. We've seen both teams come back from mega deficits. This is amazing.
It really has been great.
I'm so glad I'm a part of it. We're a part of history.
We really are.
Ryan Chen, the series of all series nasty, bro.
58-mile-an-hour knuckleball on the outside. Barrick can't hit it, so he doesn't offer at it and gets the 58. Barrick.
I might get a little lippy and see if GK tosses me out of the commentating booth.
Oh, that would be awesome if I could run this the rest of my, by myself the rest of the night.
We wouldn't have any viewers.
I would encourage you to try and get tossed. really working quickly tonight, Trench. I think he has to slow down a click out there, and he really is going fast. Barrick swings
I think
through.
he got a tip right there. Man, I thought I heard something, but no.
Umpires, Greg Kelly doesn't give it to him. No tip, strike 3. Tips got to be audible out here. We've kind of weeded out the ghost tips that kind of were predominant in the first couple seasons. Up the middle, punched, and Eder, he's playing in right field now. He used to be in left field, and he makes a good play coming in.
Yeah, Barrick, not really just a tip type of guy. Here's AK, and Alicia was saying if AK gets going, this could really get out of hand.
It could. He's had kind of a slow night there. Guys like Goot and Barrick and Chen have overshadowed him at the plate here tonight. A good little knuckleball there. You could see that thing bite and move about halfway to the batter. Good take there by AK. We worked 2-2. 44 votes for best series ever. This has been really good tonight, and we are not done yet. AK, what a piece of hitting there.
That was left side.
That was definitely left side.
Goop dog.
Let's see if we can get another left side, right side ejection here, Trench.
Man. So the ones with 2 outs here kind of rallying as Ryan Chen is going to see. The one thing with Billy is you're definitely going to see strikes. Oh, man. He definitely wants to go after him. What a great take by Chen right there, and you know he's fired up.
I think that bounced on the ground. That was down, I believe. So it's not a tip into the zone. Oh, it was only 1-1 anyway. So remember, with a 2-strike count, the catcher drops the first tip into the zone. But there was a 1-strike count, so that's just strike 2. Chen hits one deep.
It
it's
might not
far.
go.
Eder has a bead. Chen comes up short for the first time tonight, Trench. He was looking for number 8 on the night.
Yeah, the wind kind of died down. If it was 20 minutes ago, that is number 8. But instead,
Definitely.
the Vaderz get out of there unscathed. And it's a 7-3 game. Vaderz definitely have a chance to make this a tighter game if they could score some runs. Man.
I'm out of breath here tonight, Trench.
Yeah, but I'm losing energy, man. I got to go back to my hot cocoa action.
Yeah, do it. You got to crack a new one, buddy.
Let me finish this one.
Coates back on the mound here for the 3rd. A lot of outs to get still.
I'm losing blood pressure.
Oh, really? Maybe you should take a break.
I would never leave you here alone with 500 people. It would be a total collapse.
I don't think it would.
Hearing about you pitching and what you would do and how you own Chen, and nobody wants to hear that. I would never do you dirty like that, PLW Nation, ever.
Good guy right here. Good guy. He knows
Kidding
what's
me?
up. I'm going to take a minute, though.
Yeah, take 10.
Thank
God. I can breathe finally. Here's Gio Battistoni. We'll just put him on first base, the kind of night he's having. Oh, 2 count. AK kind of finding the groove a little bit. Oh, man. AK comes in at 92. That's about 145 miles an hour from that distance. Hello, Tropical, having herself a little night. PLW hottie action. She's a little fireball. 5'1" of her. Squats about 310. Gio to the right side. Bull to AK. Has time in 4.24 seconds. Chad, somebody has a question for you in deep right field about one of the calls you made. Go check it out. Kyle Eder, up to bat. Yeah, that guy. Go explain everything to him. 1-1 count. Oh, Eder. And the Vaderz just need to be patient. Let the balls come to them. They know they have the offense that they need to get back in this game. to the left side. Goots makes a throw in time. That's going to be out number 2 as Gannon rings him up. Tanner Roundy is going to come up to bat. And they need to get something going, even if it's a 2-out rally. Get 1 or 2 here. As you know, the ones are going to perform. 7 isn't going to be the only number that they're going to put up.
95.
What a night. Nasty pitch by AK. That's kind of his go-to. I know. Andrew all day Leday saying, I'll see how many bombs I could hit off Trent Friday night. Well, the last time I faced the Cajuns, I think I pitched a shutout, complete game shutout. So that's a bunch of noise coming out of Andrew Leday. Sure, he got his double here, single here. There's Tanner to the left side. But there's no doubt. Oh, somebody was asking a question about the home run rule over there in right center, if you want to walk over there.
Ground ball. Good stays
God,
down.
sorry.
Spurrier flips to Bird. We got the 3rd out of the inning. One's worked through
tried.
the 3rd.
I tried.
Yeah, that must have been a good few minutes right there of PLW.
One of the best. We jumped from 475 viewers back to 530 as you exited the commentating booth, and we'll probably see a decline in that as you enter it once again.
I assumed all of that.
That's fine.
Chad Phillips, Trench Pacone.
We're doing it. We are doing it live. And this is how we do it. Rocking out here at Hideaway Field here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Nevada.
There you go.
Nevada?
No.
No. I want to keep the polls guessing. Kirby racing across the field.
He's
here.
good. Kirby's good. What do you think he could do the 40 in? Look at Kirby. Look at that.
4.86.
Under 5?
I think so.
I bet Kirby could do it in less than that.
Maybe. I want to see. We should race Kirby. Maybe we should have a night where people race Kirby.
You know, one time I was out here.
What? Is Bird batting lefty? What's going on
What's
here?
he doing?
He better switch batter's boxes right now while he can. No, he's just going to strike out. That's fine. He can strike out once. I have no problem with that.
Wait a minute. Bird.
There it is.
Done.
Yeah, all done. Waste of an at-bat there.
Yeah. Listen, it is way too early to start messing around with stuff like that, Sparkles, because this game could turn on a dime, as we've seen.
Yeah, we've seen twice tonight, and I don't see any reason why the Vaderz aren't going to make a rally here in this one, especially with the Cy Young Award winner on the mound trying to keep it close. That's up the middle. Ibarra gets a tiny piece. Not enough of a piece, though. Up the middle. It's a single.
Yeah, real quick. One time me and Tanik were out here a while ago, and he's like, Trench, do you know that the home run in left field and the home run in right field, give or take a couple feet, is where the bases would be in a Major League diamond?
Yep.
Isn't that incredible?
Yep.
I was like, no way, like a third baseman has to make a throw from like way further than that.
Yeah, it's from corner to corner, basically.
But I'm
It's
saying
from right field
if you're playing the bag,
Yeah.
you know?
It's almost a little longer than that, actually.
That's what I'm saying. If you're playing short, you're like where we hit home runs in left center is where shortstop would be playing. I was like, it blew my mind for a second.
Hard hit. Stepna stays down. He doesn't play a lot of third base. Gives it to Gio, who makes the throw, hits the strike zone, and it's under the time limit, I'm assuming. What do you got, guys? Tom, what do you got?
I played RBI baseball.
Safe, actually. It's the double play is late. The umpires get together. The top umpire stopped it early on the forced play at second, but the other two guys apparently. Yes.
Keep it going.
4.62. You had 5.4.5.
Keep that replay going, guys, in case they challenge this.
So right now Billy's the manager of the Vaderz, and he's ripping into Tom. I mean, you could just look at the replay, couldn't you?
They can challenge it if they'd like to.
AK saying Gannon has glasses on. As Applezoller.
Keep that replay going. It looks like they're going to throw it. There it is.
There it is. The
Challenge
challenge flag.
Tom, under 4-9.
Bauer, get that challenge flag
4-9.
close up. There it is. And they're going to go into the dungeon right now like the Grim Reapers. Let's see what they come out.
No, this is good. This is good. The challenge is appropriate here, and we're going to get a time right. It's going to have to be clearly.
Gio getting lit up, too.
Nothing's been all night. The umpiring tonight has been spot on. I have no...
this is a serious rivalry
No
right
calls
now.
that have been missed tonight. Everybody's...
And here they come, the Undertakers from under the dungeon. Here they are. And Gannon goes safe right there. And you can't argue that.
No, you can't.
And there's nothing that they can say.
There's nothing that can be argued. There's nothing...
Yeah, that's why they got stopwatches.
And that's why we have a replay. Not only do we have 3 stopwatches in play, they challenge the time, goes back to the stream and times it, and they got it.
You know why I like numbers, Sparkles? Because they never lie.
The numbers don't lie. I've been addicted to them since I was about 4 years old. Stepped under it. Good catch. Out. A lot of competitive gamesmanship here going on between these two teams.
I want to get thrown out.
I would love to get thrown out. I'm going to try and work on that over the next few weeks, I think. We're 10 and 20, and, it's time for me to go.
See how many times I've commentated? Oh, my God. It's got to be in the hundreds.
Maybe I can ask Greg Kelly to umpire on Thursday night, too, so he can run me.
Hello, Tropical, with a great comment. Good job, stream team. Look at the product we deliver. Multiple umpires. We got Trevor Bauer, Skycam 1. We got a guy on the iPad. We got Tim Riley, and somebody else dipped out, but we got some people in the dungeon making sure you see all the angles and the graphics, all that type of stuff. Throw that tortoise up for me. Look how good they are. That's the kind of production we have here. I could say something and bam, immediately could pop up. Billy Santiwan up to bat right now. What if I unplugged Chad's headset after he exited the commentating booth? Wouldn't that be amazing? I might do it.
I'm Billy. Battle with 2. Let's go.
I might do it. And there goes AK once again, 87. That's going to be a little hot as we are 55 mile an hour under league. I'm seeing you, TikTok. Listen. I'm not going to comment about what you guys are saying. Just get over to Twitch, and then we'll become friends. As Billy goes right side. And Spencer Barrick was a little late on that. And look at Gannon, our first base umpire, going out there and making sure it was only a single.
Trench, he's way out there, too. Gannon really, really working the umpiring tonight and
He's
hustling.
quick. He's like 25 years old.
It's great. He's 24 years old. It's great to see. Get your numbers right. They don't lie. You just told us that.
That's a good take right there.
Ain't hating it, Chapelese. Here's Ethan Ibarra. That's gone. No.
Oh, it is! Oh, man, it's a dirty single, I think. It is a dirty
It went
single.
over.
No, I don't think it did.
It's over.
No, he batted it back,
Did
I
he?
think.
No way.
The ball stayed in
stayed
the
in?
yard, yes. It looked gone, but he popped it up off his hand over the
Who is
wall.
this guy?
What are we watching tonight?
He did a straight endo from Skate or Die.
Wow, what a play. I don't think he had any chance to actually catch
The
it.
ball got lost in the little batty whiteness out there.
That's what happened, yep. The little batty whiteness.
Oh, man.
Is Sansone, you still in there, buddy? Sansone, you still in there?
Gio to the right side. Chen with a good move.
play.
He's going to have to make a play right here. Makes a throw for out number 1, but the runners will advance.
Yep, gets the play at the backstop, which is first base, forcing the 2 runners on first and second to advance to their next bases. It'll be second and third, 1 out. Sack fly in order here. Here's Eder. 56, good pitch by AK.
Watch out for Kyle Eder right here, Sparkles. I think he likes this matchup. Oh, goes top tink at 49. There's not much he could do with that. It's going to come in hot.
Yeah, hot. Good choice by AK. Good patience and discipline by Eder. We go 2-2. Chen all the way to the first base side of the rubber kick, steals 2-2, throws a spinning screwball floater, stays away. We fill.
Yeah, Purple Vikings right. This series has had everything. If you've only just been tuning in, you've watched probably the best series in PLW history. As Eder goes left side, it's bounced around. Somebody needs to grab it. All they got to do is make the throw. Chen.
5. Out. Both guys on the field have out.
An unbelievable, nobody was making a play towards it. Chen finally comes up, grabs the wiffle ball, goes to the backstop right there. It hits the strike zone, and he needed it.
The Vaderz don't have a challenge left either, just so you know. They've lost their challenge a minute ago. They are without their challenge. 2 outs, second and third remains.
Watch this instant replay. Nobody wanted it. Finally, Chen comes to the savior, throws it to the strike zone. It hits.
5 seconds. I didn't see what the 2 guys in the field had, but I'm guessing they were both in the 4.9s, and it's just under the 3 stopwatches. Remember, are averaged together, or if you want to just add them up, it's got to be under 15. 14.99 out, 15.00 safe, and I'm guessing that was in like the 14.9 range.
This has to go as an instant classic series. Whoever's doing the YouTube or whatever, we got to get it up there. This is the best series probably in PLW history. It has had everything. Pitching, hitting, defense. Sasai got thrown out of hideaway field by Greg Kelly.
Tanner doesn't quite get that one up the middle. Spurrier makes the play and the throw, and the ones get out of a jam, second and third. 1 out. They don't give up a run there.
The ones are locked in, totally forming Voltron, becoming one as a team.
You guys come back in mid-June, and this might be the championship series that you guys are watching. It appears to be the best 2 teams in the league, and not even close right at this point. Vipers, Bombers, Legends. The next wave, I think, as of this point. And there's definitely been a clear separation in these middle weeks in PLW standings. Teams are stepping up, teams are middling out, teams are bottoming out.
Look at Buck Burner and Papa Buck. I hope he's loving the show right now. Those Warbirds are going to be playing your Lightning.
Yeah, and once again, I've stated once tonight, they are coming fully loaded on Thursday. Mayo in the building, Maddie Levine in the building, Mr. Maccabee making the drive down. Hopefully it's a pretty rough drive for him down, and maybe there's a lot of traffic and sun, and maybe his air conditioning blows on the way.
No, you never want to wish that. You want to go against a team fully loaded to show what your team's all about.
Oh, my bad.
Come on.
All right, he can have air then. Sorry.
Hoping for ankle injuries and stuff. That's Chen. Oh, Spurrier, I'm sorry.
Spurrier, fly out, Tanner. I got him in the Gold Glove standings right now. I got him in the top 6 defenders in this league right now. Tanner has been excellent. He's owed a Gold Glove from the fall season, and he kind of got denied. He was probably in the 7 hole that season. Here's Couts.
Remember, the ones are doing this. I don't know if AK even has an RBI in this series.
Chen's got about 20, though, covering him, though.
He's had the best series of all time, probably.
He's on deck. AK just needs to find a way on base.
86.
They're talking about the fast pitch team. They got a big fast pitch tournament coming up,
I know.
and they're trying to pick the 8 best guys that we have in this league.
Still hate it. I still hate coming in hot like that. I really do. I've never liked it.
I know, too. It was okay. Oh, he blows it by him at 59. What a pitch. Santiwan looking for his
You know
spot.
my take on it, Sparkles. It's not something that's even hittable. Like, it's not real. You shouldn't get an advantage for throwing in like an unrelatable pitch to the sport.
I don't know. It's okay. It's all legal, man. It's all legal.
Never liked it.
He's just wasting a pitch. Chen, he blows one by him. Exact same pitch he just threw to AK at 59 up. 43 feet or 43 and a half feet to the strike zone, but to the batter, it's like 42 and a half. And by the time the pitcher releases, it's like 41 or even 40. And the equivalent is about a 30-mile-an-hour markup to get the major league equivalent.
This game is far from over as Billy throws a 58-mile-an-hour dart.
Good inning by Billy Santiwan to keep his team in this game. They're totally in this still. They got 6 outs to work with, and they're going to be looking to get to a couple guys on base to start this off. At least close the gap a little, give themselves a chance in the last inning like they did last in Game 1.
This game's not even close to over right now. With everything that has happened in the first 2 games, I wouldn't be surprised to see a spectacular 6th inning.
I am expecting nothing less. Both games, the first one, the ones came back from nowhere to tie it at 8 and win it in extras. The second game, the Vaderz came back from nowhere to tie it at 9 and win it in extras. So clearly the momentum in both games was very relevant as the team that came storming back ended up making the win. And now, once again, the Vaderz, are they the favorites here, down 7-3? Is that how this works?
Yeah, I don't know if the sports book would be rocking a Vaderz.
Stepna tries to punch one out, but Dobbins, who said, have you seen me ever drop a fly ball out there today? Casually catches
rare.
that one. Dobbins, a premier defender. He might be in the Gold Glove standings. I think it's Roush, Gannon, Dobbins, and Roundy, the 4 best outfielders in the league right now. I'd like to throw Bruce Huson in there as well. He's had some incredible plays out there. Couts also had some incredible plays out there, and Barrick is a force as well. Max Fernandez, Mateo's in the outfield.
I mean, there's
right?
a very small gap between like the best of the best and then like tier 2, like a very, very tiny gap.
Yeah,
because I gotta put my boy Taravella out there as well.
Of course, he's been on the mound so much lately that we haven't seen him much in the outfield. He's been dominating on the mound. Couts fills this count up. There's Santiwan in the 6 hole. This is a big out for Couts to get. He gets it. Santiwan takes that underhand screwball, and Couts is 5 outs away from the ones taking the biggest series in this league's history.
What a great pitch by Couch right there. It stayed really low. Difficult location for Santiwan to grab. Man, as Ethan Ibarra is up 2 outs.
Good pitch. Ibarra just seems to have a little bit of a hole in his swing tonight.
Look at All Around Gaming. He's got his whole family watching this right now. Big shout out to that family wherever you are. Thanks for tuning in to PLW, the best product out there right now.
9:26 p.m. Pacific time. We have extended deep into the night here as the ones try and take care of business and finish this up. Ibarra spoils a tough pitch from AK, keeps the count at 1-2.
Yeah, Sasai got thrown out by GK Rabbit. Greg Kelly gave him a warning. Sasai snapped back. GK didn't like it and said, "You're out of here." And then Tom Gannon had to escort Sasai off the property.
Good stuff, good stuff.
Great stuff.
2-2 is the count I have up here. The batter and pitcher agree on 2-2. Counts kicks and deals. Ibarra fights it off, but it's unfortunately in fair ground. AK 100 miles an hour is it into this backstop, and the ones are 3 outs away from pulling this series right out there. They were down and out, down 4 runs, they were down 7 runs, down a game, and they found a way to come back and take that game 10-9, tie the series, and now they're up 7-3 here with 3 outs to go to win
toasty.
this. You are looking toasty. You get a lot of sun out there, Trench, huh?
I know.
When was the last time you shaved, man?
What? You don't like it?
I don't know. I'm just asking.
A few days ago.
Yeah.
I always keep the stubble.
Nice. I'm running out of gas up here. I'm not going to lie.
Me too.
Trench.
I've been so
I'm on fumes
fired
here.
up.
Yeah, we're deep into it. 4 hours into this almost, and
we know that the Vaderz are going to storm back in that top of the 6th to make it a game. We're going to have to give it up, everything we got, Sparkles.
let's have a quiet batter here. One quiet batter. Santiwan to Bird.
You know what it is? We've taken a lot of short breaths, is what it is.
Let's just let Santiwan throw to Bird. Once again, Tanner Roundy, great hands out there. I've got him in my Gold Glove comp. I got him in there. He's in the top 6 right now.
Yeah, I mean, you got to say that when it's a better play. When it's like a routine
It
play,
doesn't
you
matter.
can't be like, oh,
Nah, I've
Gold
been
Glove.
saying it all night, and these Vaderz deserve a Gold Glove winner. They had an incredible defensive season in the fall. Not that that carries over, but they have a great defensive team. Somebody on this team deserves a Gold Glove, and I don't really see any other options. Ibarra's been a solid shortstop, but he's got a pretty good massive errors at this point, and a lot of short throws as we've seen tonight. He's not all the way there yet. He certainly has the potential to be the best shortstop in the league, but as of right now, it's not there yet. But Tanner is all the way there. As Goot, the dreaded dribbler, Billy picks it up, fires home, 2 quick outs. Santiwan settling down as he struggled in game 1 and a little bit in game 2. But his ERA is going to move to a little more human number as we look at the stats tomorrow night.
Of course, later tonight.
Whoa.
Almost a wild pitch.
There's nobody on base.
Is that what? Did that hit the monitor? That was
There's
a wild
nobody on
pitch?
base.
Oh, right.
There's nobody on base.
I got excited because we don't have that very often.
I got excited.
KK screaming for the wild pitch, but yeah, there's nobody on base, so it don't matter. That was weird pitch trench. No, behind the batter, up way high. Barrick, nope, it's going to stay foul down that third base line. Max Fernandez with the call down there of foul.
Yeah, it's going to move the count to 1-2. Spencer Barrick having himself a great series. Defensively made that play. He's going to get...
Oh, he gets a little lucky there and takes the 56. Evens the count 2-2.
Jumped over the fence, held it to a single inning or two ago.
Spencer
And
hits one
Bauer.
deep. Hits one back, and it's not good enough. It looked like he squared it up, but it looks like as the winds have calmed down a little bit here, the heat has gone down a little bit. Santiwan's knuckleball is back to, A+ form here, and they're struggling squaring it and driving it.
Yeah, they're lucky that the weather has taken a turn for the better for Billy Santiwan. But right now, AK-47 Adam Couts is dealing on the mound. It is top of the 6th. They got 3 outs to work with to get at least 4 to get this game tied up. Otherwise, the ones are going to take this series 2-1.
Hey, don't put it past them here. And if they can, they're in the 3-hole here. If they can get a couple of guys on base and get back to Ibarra, they have a shot here with Ibarra and Gio to tie it up. They need 2 of these 4 guys on base, and they got a shot.
You know what? I'm going to give ourselves some props here, Sparkles, and I don't usually say a great job that you're doing. At least I'll commend myself. But this game's so fast. You have to. We've been talking WIFFLE since 6 o'clock, non-stop, because this game is so fast. At least in baseball, it's like a minute in between batters.
Yeah,
they got
of course.
catering. They're in a booth. We're just non-stop.
Yeah, we're on point tonight, Trench. I'm loving tonight. This has been a great night of wiffle ball. I'm so happy for this league and how we're developing. Really want you guys to all share with your friends, your family, and let's really build this up and get this on real TV at some point really soon. Couts, 86 down the gut. Eder lays off. That's going to change his timing up a little bit. That's what Couts is trying to do there. Make him up a little. Also, what it does is when you throw 86, it makes 60 all of a sudden look hittable. So it gets hitters to chase pitches that are a little bit
That's my
hot.
point. Is I think it gives the pitcher an unfair advantage.
But I love it. That's part of the game. That's part of getting that first pitch strike, giving yourself the leeway to come there on 0-2. You throw ball 1, ball 2, that's off the table. You got to get that first pitch strike, and then you can work it.
I'm just against it. That's it.
Eder fighting, battling. He's on time here. Looking to get something into play. And the Vaderz need a base runner here. They got 2 outs to work with. Need 3 base runners and a bomb. Eder deep. Way out of here. Eder with a great at-bat there. Gets the Vaderz within 3. Couts, though, not sweating that very much. Again, the solo home run with the 4-run lead last inning.
Is that Eder's 4th home run of the series?
It might be. He's really picking it up. And
Wow.
that Rookie of the Year race, I believe Eder might be kind of stepping ahead of Runnels a little bit here right now. And Eder had a little bit of an ankle injury a few weeks ago, slowed him down.
Runnels still yet to play.
Correct. But Eder's setting the tone for sure.
7-4. This game far from over.
This is the guy.
Tropical T loving what she's seeing. Deep
Roundy
fly
deep,
ball.
but that looks playable, and both players catch
Wow,
it.
they go Lady and the Tramp.
You're so good with those movie references, Trench. You got to be kidding me. Who's got the interview tonight, by the way, me or you? We rock, paper, scissors for it, maybe?
I mean, it's going to be Chen.
That's you, then. I gave it to you last week. I'll give it to you again. You had a good interview last Friday night with Towers, my Lightning series. That was a great interview, Josh Towers and Trench Pacone. What a series tonight. I don't even know where to begin. We're both out of energy, out of breath.
I'm totally out of gas.
We saw the Vaderz.
You know what, though, Chad? Just because I get the interview doesn't mean you get to sneak away and have to put away all this stuff and take care of it. Part of the commentating is we got to put everything away.
I got you. We saw the Vaderz get down big in game 1, come all the way back and win in extras. We saw the Ones get down in game 2 and come all the way back and win in extras. And then we saw the Ones dominate and show their, hey, we were here in this league first. We've dominated first. We have a championship. And the Ones really, really pulled out one of the best series that we've ever seen. At one point, the Ones were probably 10-1 underdogs to win this series. They were down by more. They were down 7-0, down a game, third or fourth inning.
9-3, right?
9-3 in the fifth. And they found a way to come back and take that game in extras and show their dominance in game 3. Couts finally took the damn ball. It took them way too long tonight.
Go get him.
Go get Chen.
It's
I'm going to get
Chen.
him. It's all Chen. I'm going to get it. Hey, guys, I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Yeah,
Thanks, everybody, for their patronage. What a wonderful night. Nobody go anywhere.
Okay, Chen.
Ryan Chen in the booth.
Go get Chen. I'm running out of gas, but we got Ryan Chen coming up. Old Trenchy's back is feeling it as well. Ryan Chen, welcome to the booth, my man.
What's good?
Get that on.
All right, who we got on tonight?
And we got everybody on tonight.
What's up?
Chen, before we get into some questions and talking, was that the most fun you've ever had in a series?
That was by far the most fun I've ever had in a series.
Yeah, game 1, back and forth.
Yeah.
You hit a couple home runs. You were feeling it. You guys kind of had that game, but you lost it to the Vaderz there at the end.
Yeah.
How did you feel in that first game loss?
You know, the first game loss kind of wakes you up a little bit, but when you kind of look at it with both teams out today, both lineups, I mean, everybody's dangerous.
Yeah,
everybody's dangerous, and today the better teams that could hit, they hit.
Yeah, you were the team basically. Well, in game 2, you guys are down 7-0 early.
Yeah.
Scratch, claw. Then you're down 9-3.
Yep.
Tell me about Spencer Barrick right now.
You know, I made a comment. I told Dobby, I said, you know what? I think it's time. You know, Spencer's been working, and it's time for him to get in. And you know, he gets in the game. He hits 2 jacks. I mean, you can't even write the script. You can't write the script. We get back into the game. I'm looking at Couts. I'm like, I told you, man. We can get here.
Yeah, there was an at bat. I remember it was a 3-1 count. You swing at a ball. It was ball 4, and then he throws another ball. You swing again. I know that you wanted to try.
I remember it.
I know you remember that. And we were
that
like, oh,
it
could have been the game. We're like, oh, man, if he walks right there, it's a different situation.
Absolutely.
And then, of course, Barrick hits those home runs. Mm-hmm. And then you walk it off, I believe, in the bottom of the 7th with that 2-run shot, Oppo.
You know what, Trench? I try to stay aggressive. You know, even though it's 3-1, I might swing and miss, and everybody at home was like, oh, man, what is he swinging at? I'm not lying. I am trying to hit the wiffle ball 200 feet.
No, I know.
I am in there trying to hit the ball as far as I can.
You might have hit one 200 feet tonight. You guys win Game 3 in decisive fashion. Tell
huge.
me about this most epic performance by a PLW player. A record-breaking 7 home runs has never been done.
Really?
Derek Corral had 6 earlier this year. You had 7. I think you had 85 RBIs. You set the tone. How's that feel?
Man, that feels incredible. I had no idea. Obviously, I'm coming out here. I'm trying to make hard contact. You know the wind's blowing out. You know that we're playing a tough team. Obviously, Billy is one of those guys that can really pitch, and obviously Tanner Roundy is one of those guys that started establishing himself. And I just went out tonight knowing that I had a hit for my team.
Yeah,
that was the end of the story right there. I had a hit for my team, and everybody had a hit. Spencer came in, hit those 2 big home runs. If he doesn't come in and hit those 2 big home runs right there, I don't think we come back and win the series.
Yeah, not only, but Spencer also dropped that home run ball, and I know that made you guys go down 9-3.
He's been working so hard, too, to try to really, nag those home run balls like that. He really takes his craft in the outfield seriously, and we try to come out here and give the best performance we possibly can. And obviously, when you see with these 2 teams here, I think that we're geared to play the championship when you look at these two quality teams and these lineups, and it was a great matchup tonight.
Oh man,
that
it was so much fun to
great
watch.
time out here.
AK had a little bit of a subpar performance, and you kind of had to shoulder that. What is it like when you guys are like the 1-2 punch and the 2 punch isn't quite doing it? You just kind of shouldered it there for a minute.
That's where we talk about with the depth. People really don't get the depth of coming out here and having a pitching rotation. Yes, you can have the depth with an offensive rotation. Yes, there's guys that can rake, but nights like tonight, you need real pitchers. You can't just run the old run-of-the-mill guy out there. These guys are going to rake it. And tonight, you really saw what it meant to have the depth in the pitching rotation. I felt like the Vaderz are about one short. They're about one short from, one real good pitcher short from being, that top dog, top threat. And but as we still stay here and as long as I wear a ones jersey, we're going to be the best team.
Yeah, you guys right now hold the best record, or the record in PLW standings. You guys are number one.
The dust storm.
And you guys still, you have 3 games to make up. One more question: do you think your shoulders are going to hurt from carrying around that chain 7 times tonight?
Nah, I think
no
I could have got
way.
it more.
You
I
got
could have got more.
I noticed that you missed a couple. There was a couple of swings that you had there that I felt like, man, if he connected, you almost connected for like an 8th or 9th home run. You actually had one that almost was your 8th right there at the warning track.
Yeah, I just missed it. And tonight was just such a good night.
Oh, man.
You don't even worry about it at that point. We're going out there trying to take the series. I really felt like we could have took game 1, but we'll take the series win over the Vaderz.
Yeah,
Great
everybody.
team.
Ryan Chen, he's running the show over there. One's takeover.
Thanks, guys, for watching.
Great to have you in
absolutely
here, man.
Appreciate you.
Good game.
Follow us, the One's PLW.
Instagram,
Thank
TikTok,
you so much.
everything.
Hey, good to see you.
You got it, man. That's Ryan Chen, everyone. Always a pleasure to have him in the booth. Not always a pleasure to have Sparkles come back, as he's going to want to come in here and finish up the show. Oh, he's down there. Listen, guys, tomorrow night we have the Snappers versus the Sand Vipers. Look at our PLW hottie right there. I know Gio's in love with her. Tomorrow night, make sure you tune in at 6 o'clock. This is Trent Pacone. I am out of here. Good night.